Hello, friends. I think I have everybody turned on.
Hello. Can hear everything.
Welcome to my stream. I am Flutter Die, and this is my friend Megan Cutler, author. She
Me.
does sci-fi and fantasy work, uh, and it's all really, really awesome. So go read her stuff.
Our books are on Amazon, in case you're interested. And if you go to megancutler.net, you can read some shorts that I write for free, just to see if my stuff is cool to you.
it 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 definitely will be. I promise.
I also sometimes, Flutter and I are in a joint, not really Dungeons and Dragons, but Dungeons and Dragons game. So her characters sometimes also pop up on my blog.
That is also true. There are a couple of good ones with my characters in your blog right now, actually, I think. So,
Yeah, I
um,
just I just posted the one about Eddie and Vez's fake identities being stolen by other
nice.
people, pretending to be the same fake people that they were pretending to be, and it's pretty funny if I do say
That's
so
that's
myself.
awesome. So, as usual, tonight, guys, can you please let me know if there's any audio issues, if the game is too loud, if one of us is too loud, or anything like that. And also, I'm going to draw attention to my Flutter Die. Her wings are the new wings. We're debuting the new wings for Flutter Die tonight
Oh, I
on
have
the
to
game.
go look.
So, yeah. I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out, actually. So, yay. Um,
Being told that we can both be heard, so that's good.
Huzzah! Thank you, Woof. Thanks for coming along tonight.
Oh my gosh, those things look so good on the Stellaris background.
I know, right? I worked really hard on the like little sparkles on them.
I was thinking when you were showing me the previews that this would look really good on
On
the
this
the
game.
Stellaris background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. I think it turned out pretty nicely, and I am gonna work on actually animating them. Um, Maybe not to run all the time, but to
I
have
have
occasional little wing flaps or whatever. It'd be
just, oh, that
fun.
would be cool. It
Yeah.
would be cool if she flapped her wings when you got followed or something.
Yeah, I was thinking that I was gonna do. Actually, I was gonna bring Smidgen into those kinds of things, those kinds of
Oh, that's a good
notifications,
idea.
because I wanted to do like Flutter Die, like flying across the screen, and then Smidgen like following in puppy form. So,
Yeah.
or something like that.
I have
I have to
unpaused, just
decide
so you
what
know.
Smidgen's color palette is gonna be. So, I was thinking like ghost dog, but because then I can, just have the same color
Yeah.
and change it, and then people would kind of maybe understand. I don't
You
know.
know, you could make him like seasonal. He could have like a spring dew, I don't know, fall dew.
He's gonna be. Here. This
He could
actually is
have a
probably gonna be
Halloween
an
costume. Oh,
iteration. I
Flutter
did
should
this
have
the
a
other night. I was.
Flutter
There's
should have a Halloween
I don't know if I
costume.
can. I drew this snail the other day. I don't know how.
I can kind of see it. It's because your Skype background is blurred, but I
Right,
can see
right.
it. That is so adorable.
But that's gonna be a version of Smidgen. I just sketched it the other night out of boredom. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
definitely am gonna push for Halloween Flutter and Halloween Smidgen for October
oh,
because
oh, definitely. Are you kidding me?
that has to be an event.
Flutter is also gonna have an aquatic form, a siren or mer siren or something like that. Um, but yeah, she's yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with her. I've got stuff going on in the game. Do do.
Oh, I just found a captain's log. Captain's Chronicle begin recording. Made forced landing on planet 5523X. Incompetent crew to blame. Shadba, Vixual, and Dibrax the Third did not survive. Parvax lost 2 secondary appendages and 11 of his eyes. Remains in critical condition. Survival doubtful. Rest are fine. Awaiting rescue, but surrounded by idiots. Very depressed.
That's good. Oh my goodness. Is it Thursday? It's Thursday. Okay.
It is.
I'm so. I am, the days of the week. I have no idea what they are anymore.
I now get 500 gems from Ungrim's Maw, so I should start my Dyson Sphere next.
Yeah,
I should also
remember we discovered last game that I can't build that stuff.
Oh yeah, because you accidentally took the wrong
Because
thingu.
I took the wrong thing. Congratulations, Flutter.
I should also start massively spamming gateways in my area.
Yeah,
as well.
that's my plan right now, is just to start doing that. I think I actually built a ship specifically for that.
Oops.
Let's see.
Construction ship.
Who's the newest here? I don't even know.
Oh yeah, these cost influence, lol.
I don't even... Did I? I didn't. Okay, I didn't actually transfer anything. There, that's fine. Good. I have a science ship out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. Yes. That's what we do, apparently.
I mean, all of my science ships have come home to uselessly assist with research on planets that don't make science. So
Yeah, mine are mostly doing that too, so... What is happening in my game?
I'm also doing that thing where I like completely rebuild my capital for reasons.
Oh yeah, your favorite pastime.
My favorite part of the game.
Oh my goodness, I feel like it's been an exceptionally long week.
I feel like I say that every week now, though. I feel like every week it's like a new thing.
Takes too freaking long.
Oh my god, did you hear about the thing with Elon Musk and his baby child's name? That's not a name, but like in a stupid equation.
No, what?
Google Elon Musk's baby, and it'll probably come up.
I'm kind of afraid to do
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that him and his partner should not have been allowed to spawn if this was what they were going to name their child. Woof, if you haven't heard of this, you should Google it. But you've probably heard of it because you're like...
What?
Way more on top of this stuff than I am.
How the fuck are you supposed to even... What do they call him?
There's a pronunciation for it now. It's like X-Ash Archangel or some bullshit.
Oh my god, but look at his wife. No wonder it's named that. Come on.
I haven't seen his wife. But they were told by the state of California that they couldn't name their child that because it didn't have a pronunciation. So they tried to give it a pronunciation. And I wish I was making this up, but I'm not.
Okay, it says X stands for the unknown variable.
Uh-huh.
AE, the letter thing, is the Elven spelling of AI, which is shorthand for artificial intelligence.
Her Elven spelling, not like a specific Elven spelling.
Right.
Just so we make that clear.
And also translates to love in several languages, such as Japanese. A12 equals
Terry.
precursor to SR17. Hi, Terry!
We are currently talking about Elon Musk's child's name.
Elon Musk had a baby and named it some crazy thing.
The
most crazy thing so far, I think. It's worse than Pilot Inspector.
Thing is, I've been seeing people talk about this weird equation for like 4 days, and I didn't realize what it was.
Yeah.
And then finally my husband was like, okay, you have to come read this tweet. No. And I was like...
No, Terry, it's like like a numerical. It's a thing. Look, Google it. Google Elon Musk
Google
baby name.
Elon Musk's baby. And join us on the WTF training.
Alright, what am I doing? Art college. And that's already doing a thing and it's upgrading, so that's fine. Somebody got a thing.
Oh, I got another First Mate's report. First Mate Yathar speaking. Captain has been safely stowed in utility closet C. That bumbling fool is to blame for everything. I am in command now. Chief Engineer Zarbla is working on a subspace transmitter. Without one, I fear we'll never get rescued as we're too far off the corporate trade routes. Harvex lost another eye, likely won't last the day. So he's lost 12 eyes now.
That's good.
Unlocked an ascension perk.
Technology discovered.
Do. Always energy credits. I'm making so much stuff and then I'm not. I don't even have. I have to really actually redo my planets then. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Alright. That means that my stuff is gonna fluctuate like really hardcore because I'm just gonna start replacing districts on every planet.
I mean, I'm literally in the process of rebuilding all of my planets right now, so I'm not gonna judge.
Right? This is what I need to do. Replace this one. No. Wow, I'm clicking all the wrong things tonight, so this should be an interesting game.
I have lived that life many a time.
Right? Okay. While doing things, I'm replacing things, I'm resettling people. Sure. And then this is clearly I'm not even gonna bother with that. Okay. Do. All the food. So anybody newly joining us, we are Stellarising. This is our weekly girls' night game. We have just the two of us really in the galaxy. There are two AIs, one that came up from pre-space age and one that is a fallen empire, both on my borders. This is me, and this is Megan, my girl, over here in the other corner.
Me, my little rock guys. This is just a super chill game, partly so that we can just kind of shoot the shit with each other and with you guys. There's a husband dressed as Deadpool walking through the background. He's showing you his drink.
Ooh, it's an egg white sour, isn't it?
Can I taste it? I've never tasted the egg white ones before.
It's my first time making one.
Oh, did you taste it?
It looks great.
Well,
you taste it first, and then I'll taste
I've
it.
tasted them before. I've never.
I know,
made
but I don't want to have the first sip of your drink. That would be
Tell
rude.
him I said it looks really good.
She said it looks really good. She's very happy.
It worked.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
I would drink one of those.
It is really good.
Yes, there are raw eggs in that. It's eggs whites, not the yolk. But you just shake the crap out of them, and there's enough lemon in it that it basically
like
cooks
the
egg white. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about. It's not ew. It's delicious. It makes
No,
everything
see,
silky and beautiful.
I always thought it would be gross too, but I just tasted a sip of that and actually liked it, so I might have him make me one next week.
Yeah, the egg white sours are really great because they're so smooth. And then tell him sometime what he can do to kind of take it to the next level is if he puts a little bit of a sweet red. I think we use like a sherry on the top. If you just put just like a floater,
Okay.
it's
Also,
called a
well,
New York sour, and it's also
it doesn't have the consistency of runny egg white. Once it's mixed
No.
in, the egg white is cooked, so it's just fluffy like egg white. It's not.
It's not. No.
not
Yeah, when you shake it up, it becomes like a meringue. It's like the first part of a meringue.
It becomes like super
It's
frothy.
just not. It doesn't set up stiff. No, there's no yolk in it. It's not scrambled eggs. There's no yolk. Woof! Listen to me.
I was just saying that you can put a tiny little
They
bit
probably
of
do.
sherry powder on the top.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
Oh, I don't have sherry.
It's called.
You both-
Tell him it's a.
You
He can
open
look
it?
it up. I don't know if it's officially supposed to be sherry. I don't even know. That might be wrong. A New York sour. That's yeah. Tell him to look that up.
You said to look up a New York sour. It just gets hot in
New York
here.
sour?
when we go
Yeah.
close.
I'll do that next time. We don't have any sherry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get the extra ingredient. We're trying to explain to Wolf that it's not consistency. It's very-
Oh no, because the lemon cooks it.
yeah, that's what we're trying to explain. So then he said scrambled egg drink.
It's not like that either. It's more
Which
like
just sounds terrible.
more like a milkshake on top.
Yeah.
Almost like a milkshake kind of consistency on top.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
pleasant
delicious.
taste underneath.
It's very smooth and frothy. I just realized that we basically have like the same main color, so this whole galaxy is going to be blue at some
I know. I've got my little green outline. That's the only thing that divides us, really.
I mean, really, as it should be in many
Sure.
ways. What am I even? Oh yeah, okay. I'm trying to grow my trade network, I guess, and my fleet so that I can go kill Shard.
Fleet upgraded.
What's my first?
This is so much fun trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. I've got so many generator district worlds that, like, when I change them to hive worlds and I can change them to something else, I'm like, I don't know what to change these to. Like, there's so many generator districts already on them.
Well, I found another log. Running out of food. 8 are dead 5 cycles ago, but not enough to last us. We had a vote and decided to eat the captain. Engineer Zarvla is still working hard on subspace transmitter. She assured me it is nearly complete. It looks very complex. Harvnex's last secondary appendage has shriveled up and turned magenta. Death is near. Oh, he's still holding on. They decided to eat the captain instead of him, I guess.
Yeah, because apparently the captain went insane.
The captain thought he was surrounded by idiots, so I wonder who the idiots really are.
Oh, Alright, so this one is gonna be all that. And that's fine. I could use... I'll do one more hive district for the housing. And then 2 generator districts. Switching these things over is interesting. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm trying to check my
I really
Trade
don't need
network.
more districts on this planet, actually. Let's just not do that right now. I've got all these planets with like so many housing and jobs that just kind of sit in there. do. Oh my goodness.
Man, the music in this game is so epic.
It really is.
New
Sometimes it
technology
really
discovered.
comes out. It's like, oh.
Hmm.
Violet Station. That's somewhere. Oh, that's down here. Oh, that's that one. Okay, so maybe I should do. I'll do this. I don't know for sure. Might as well do the upgrade too. Science. Oh man, how is everybody's week going? Are you guys doing all right, Teary and Woof?
Tell us how your crazy isolation / reopening is going. Oh no, Thierry, why has it been terrible?
sucks,
Or do you
dude.
not want to talk about it?
You don't have to
'Cause
talk about it.
If you don't want to talk about it, we will simply drink to it being over tomorrow.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Construction.
How is the rephasing in your area going as far as your job goes?
Temporary layoffs will be permanent.
Oh.
Oh no. Is your
That
area
sucks.
starting to reopen, or are you one of the, I want to say more sane areas, but oh, in Vegas.
Yeah. Yep.
Wolf had his birthday this week, you guys, so we should all.
Oh.
He doesn't like to
Happy
make a big
birthday,
deal
Wolf.
about it, but I'm gonna make a big deal about it. So wish him happy birthday.
I didn't see it come up on the Facebook.
He told me that he has it disabled so that people won't make a big deal. But it's not actually his. Today is not his birthday, so it's still a secret when it is. Just he had one this week.
Right. Construct that gateway. And then you go somewhere else and build one. And why not down here? There's that, but I guess I could. Oh, but there's...
But because he can't trust Facebook. That's apparently the other reason.
I see it.
Well, I mean, I can...
How
don't
dare
understand that.
I speak written words out loud?
Look how pretty this system is!
Which one?
It's Yinin. It has an archaeology. It's down in my southern, down close to the border with you. Yinin. It's one of those with the blue and like orangey rings of asteroids.
Is it in your territory or
Yeah.
is it near
Yeah.
you? I'm looking for Yinin. Okay, I was like, I'm looking for an archaeology. Oh yeah, I love these places. I'm building my Dyson sphere in a place that has one ring like that.
Nice.
Because I don't like to plunge planets into darkness when I do, because I'm weirdly sentimental that way.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, we're just building a network of gateways, trying to take over the galaxy. This guy is my vassal. I'm still considering smushing him. And we're gonna have to smush these guys at some point. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I want these Gaia planets.
That reminds me, am I ready
That
to...
galaxy, you're a bitch. That's right. That's
That
what we're
is
doing.
the ultimate goal. Ooh, the first part of my Dyson sphere is finished.
I have so many. Oh, I have like a third. Why do I have like a third fleet happening here? What is this?
Now I really need to get more alloys because, you know, sell some food and see if we can buy some alloys.
Stand. trying to figure out why my oh, I just realized that the stuff that I'm looking at right now are
You said that
is
you
actually
just sold
behind my
them.
portrait on the on the screen. Behind so yeah, that's good. What were you doing here? Oh, you were the one doing the thing. Okay. Is there another thing for you to do somewhere? Not yet. Soon. Maybe? Over here. Oh. Oh no, I can't do that one. Don't do that one.
Well, I've driven the price of alloys up. Sorry.
Whatever. I'm not. I've got 256 coming in every tick. I'm good.
Council election imminent. Current top candidates, the 3 people in the galaxy, which makes
Right.
sense.
Where am I going?
Ooh. I got another log. This one says the fraud. Confronted Zarbla about the subspace transmitter. Turns out she had just shoved a bunch of junk and loose cables into an empty fuel canister. She's not even a real engineer. Parvax is now leaking fluids from his mesothorax. Will surely perish soon. Envious. How did they not have a real engineer? Maybe the captain was right. Maybe he was surrounded by idiots.
Turns out. What are we looking for here? We're looking for, our policies. I don't think I have this, so I'm voting that one up. This election thing, though, I don't know what that means. Like, how do we...
I think it's not running yet, because when I click on it, it just takes me to the Senate, and it says the Senate is in recess, but there's literally only 3 of us, so we're all just going
so
to
it
be...
doesn't really even matter, yeah. Okay.
It's not like they can vote us out.
Right.
I should send you back to the capital to make a thing. Also, I think I'm due to colonize something? Question mark.
Construction online.
So I started a new game of Stardew Valley, in which I am going to date everybody before the 2-year mark.
Again?
Yeah. I didn't ever finish that game I was playing a while ago where I did it, so I
Oh, there we've chosen a new council and we're all in.
Huzzah! Now we can finally get things done. Sure.
Because we don't apparently get things done as is. I'm just sitting here clicking the random button until it gives me a name that I want for this colony.
Construction
I
online.
actually like that one, so I'll just use that. So what can I like do with my power?
I don't know.
Oh, I see. So this will at least let us see what this council thing does. You get another election, so it's not a like forever thing.
Right.
Cool. Awesome. So it's not like once they're in there, they're the galaxy overlords forever and you can't get rid of them.
Technology discovered.
Which is what I thought it was.
Oh my god, I started we were talking today, the boys and I were talking about accents and how you like some people have different accents depending on the region of the world they're from and all that. And I started using some of the accents that I have learned over the years, and it like blew their minds.
Wow.
They were like, "What?" It was pretty cool. My new computer chair is getting here on Saturday, guys. I'm so excited. It's gonna be soft and comfy, and I get to give my hubby his chair back.
Has he been using the Gaia ball? That would be pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Well, he does every now and then if I'm sitting in this and he only needs to do like something quick.
That's hilarious.
It's great. Leverage council powers to declare the resolution 5. What? An emergency what are they doing? They're making things emergency measures now?
What?
I mean, I was gonna support it anyway, but why? Oh, so that they can make the vote happen sooner? Is that what happened?
Sure, maybe.
Interesting.
I mean, let them spend all their influence on the thing.
Right? You could go ahead and do that. We'll just veto you if we don't like it.
I need alloys like wow, dude.
Oh, how many do you need?
All of them.
I'll give you 23.
Oh, okay. Do you want anything in return?
Not right at this very moment.
Okay. Have fun clicking all those 1,000 into the thingies.
Oh, if you hit like shift and stuff, it does it in larger numbers.
It does it by 100, but you still have to get to 23,000.
I think it's control shift, it's 1,000.
Really? You didn't tell me that like 2 weeks ago when I was giving you a million
I'm
things?
sorry, I thought you already knew.
No, I was complaining about how long I had to click. My goodness. But if you give me that, I can make a gateway in my capital, and we'll be able to zoom back and forth between each other's capitals.
Alloys, right?
Mm-hmm. I've been buying them, but you know, the galactic market sucks when there's only like 2 people.
That's it. Yeah, it's shift. Yeah, control shift.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know these things.
What am I doing? Whatever.
I'm afraid to push buttons if I don't know what they do. So sometimes afraid to press buttons if I do know what they do. Oh, there's another thing. Third mate's report. This translated log appears to have been...
I don't know. I think I gave you more than... I don't know what I gave you. You're fine.
Give me 54,000. Thanks. It's appreciated. This translated log appears to have been recorded by Uxla, rather, the third mate. First mate Ithar committed suicide by ripping off his own antennas yesterday. Technician second class Missiva declared herself Empress shortly afterwards, but food riots forced her into exile on the lower decks. Situation very bleak. Cannibalism widespread. Paravex has turned entirely magenta after his lower abdomen exploded yesterday. Should be dead, but is not. Now worshipped as a deity by Gamma ships.
You could just chill out there, ship, because I have too many things to do, and you are not a priority. I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, so you're clearly that, and you are clearly that, and the food is still okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and do this.
I have 261 housing available on my Humanopolis. Holy man.
That's awesome.
Those people better never complain.
Ooh, crime on this planet is pretty high. I guess for now, Lolita. What am I doing? Oh yeah,
Is it one of your people?
one of my scientists. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I promised I would build a gateway with that stuff you gave me. So I will do that.
All right. Yeah, my gateway is being built, or if it hasn't already, I don't know. Over by my home planets, which I don't even know where they are anymore. Okay. In Dahlia. Dahlia. Oh, I should build up the station that's there so that if we do an end game thing and they come through there, they will get shot at. Minor military sanctions. Empires that have been denounced or are in breach of galactic law have penalties applied to them. I don't think that it really matters. Are any of us in breach of galactic law? I don't even know how to tell that.
I don't think so. It tells you if you're in breach of galactic law.
Okay.
I'm going to vote no on this because I have this weird tendency of neglecting my armies. So
Oh, okay.
also, if you're planning on killing those guys, you're going to end up being denounced or in breach of galactic law at some point. So
Right. Okay. So what
I mean, they have 1.2k power in this thing. I don't think we really have to worry too hard about them voting on stuff. Varkon's
Hey, Varkon.
here. Hi, Varkon.
Welcome to the stream. Am I echoing?
So, not that one.
Am I echoing to you guys?
You're not echoing to me, just so you know. My
Yeah.
Dyson Sphere will actually do something in a hot minute.
How is No Man's Sky going, Varkon? There were echoes from Flutter. I'm not sure what's up with that. There shouldn't be. Okay. If it gets unbearable, please let me know. Yeah? Making progress? Doing good things? Doing bad things? I don't know what you could do in that game, so I mean, aside from watching you run around a bit. All the things. That's good. Okay, so I have 2 of those planets, so I'm swapping these. Nope. Wrong one. This is gonna piss people off. If I keep building them here, it'll be okay. Minecraft in space. Oh. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that a shot then. I'm hoping by, summertime, sometime, just past midsummer maybe, I will be getting a new computer, fingers crossed. And then when I do, I'm going to make a Windows boot for it so I can play all the games. Yay! So I'll have to check out No Man's Sky when I get a normal PC. I probably won't ever get a normal PC, but I'll make a Windows boot on one of my computers. I don't know. I mean, if I start making like mad bucks off of this, I'll get a normal PC.
I actually had a friend that I went to tech school with who just posted today that Windows is actually losing a lot of users. People are going over to Ubuntu because Windows 10 sucks.
Yeah. Well, I'm only doing it so that I can play games that like the masses can play that they don't.
I
let
know,
Mac
I
people
know, and
play.
I'm honestly wondering if it will become a thing for Ubuntu to start like supporting games or for games to start supporting Ubuntu more because the biggest problem with Windows 10 is if you're not me and don't spend a year breaking Windows updates so that can actually never run,
Right.
it just runs whenever the hell it wants to. And people don't like that, it turns out. If you sit down at your computer and need to do something and then all of a sudden it doesn't do
We have a
anything
gateway.
for an hour.
Oh no, you have a gateway. Never mind.
Do I? I didn't restore power to that, but okay.
I don't know. I have a gateway. Mine is done, so maybe it was about me. I don't know. Who knows?
Yes, you completed a gateway in Dahlia.
Dahlia.
I almost said. So that turned on my ancient gate network. That's what that was.
Oh, I see.
So now all of the ancient gateways that we found will be active,
Yeah.
aside from the hell gates.
Right. Oh, you
So
haven't.
that-
Oh, do I need to do that? I probably need to do that. There are gateways I haven't explored yet.
And I'm building a gateway in Prac as well.
What about this one in Ratwath? Can I? Oh, it's disabled still. Okay. There's one in your system that's closer to me.
Oh, how did that one come online and the other one didn't?
Naramic.
Maybe I paid last time to turn it on. I don't know. I'll start this one. Wrath the Namorak.
Right.
I
And
also
then
look at my fleet while I have. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at my factions in like forever.
these guys actually.
Refraining from enacting policies that favor the ruling elite. I feel like I don't have policies that favor the ruling elite? Question mark.
I probably do. I don't know.
Those people just want unreasonable things.
She knows. We are doing a thing.
Why are you unhappy that there are no purges? There have been because I haven't outlawed wholesale purging.
Oh,
There.
I probably won't either. What? Oh, but that's your people's, right?
Yeah, my people are annoyed at me that I haven't. Apparently I have policies that favor the upper class? Question mark.
Of course you do. Discuss all the gateways. Sound.
Economic policy, trade policy. I can probably switch that now.
Wait. Okay.
Ooh, I could do that. That.
Oh man, replacing these districts takes patience if you don't want to just jack everything up.
I know, I know. I'm in the same boat with my Ecumenopolis. That's why when I play robots, I try to get machine worlds as quickly as possible so I don't have to rebuild. So like by the time I switch everything over to the machine worlds, I don't have to rebuild a lot. I can just sort of fill in.
Right.
But it requires a level of patience and somewhat undercutting your performance a little bit in order to have less work to do later.
Yep.
It requires my specific type of neurosis, basically. I have this one scientist who's maimed, which gives him a minus 40-year lifespan, but he's 239. He's my oldest scientist. You rock, Styoak Doc Flast.
Right? Oh, there's a gateway in this system that I haven't. No, go back to it. Garou has a gateway. Build all the gateways. Can I? Yeah.
Wow, battleships are expensive. Did I even ever design one?
It is No Man's Sky. That is what Varkon is playing right now. That is what he's calling Minecraft in space. It looks pretty cool, actually. I've watched him play it a little bit.
I found one last log. Patrol log, Officer Gilgam. Detected crashed vessel on 5523X. Moved to investigate. Vessel identified as the Ravink, a Class P modular freighter. A single survivor in critical condition was recovered from the wreckage. Identity confirmed as Parvak's boatswain's mate. Remaining crew either perished in crash or turned on each other shortly before our arrival. As per standard protocol, I am leaving this log here and registering the Ravnik as a protected gravesite. End recording. Site has been fully excavated.
This planet is so big and has such possibilities, and I have no idea what to do with it. I guess I could. Well, let me see. What else do I got here? Food, energy, minerals, energy, food, energy. So minerals, I guess, is what I'm doing with it. Actually.
My husband likes to get games not at full price.
I mean, who doesn't?
I have quite a wish list on Steam too that I watch regularly.
I'm starting to accumulate one because I keep getting suggestions from people, but half of them are Windows games and stuff that I can't even play yet. So I'm adding them to the wish list. Just waiting.
If Woof is still around, he'll be pleased to know that I have talked to Flutter about the possibility of the two of us streaming The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, which is a great game, and I have not fully explored it yet, so I would really like to play it again.
I figure once we're done with this game of Stellaris, we can start.
Totally, that's what I was thinking too, and that will
new.
Give us some time to figure out how we want to stream it, because the logistics of it will be a little bit more complicated.
Right. Oh, and Zero was telling me about, I don't think he's here right now, but he was telling me about this other game that's like about taking apart or disabling a bomb, and one person has like the bomb interface and the other person has the instructions, or the other people.
Seen people play that. I would have to be the person giving instructions, because I
was gonna say I'll do the game. I'll do the interface part.
If you're giving me instructions, I'll just panic so hard,
and we'll never know. And what I interpret as things is, yeah, we will definitely do Dr. Decker, but I always interpret things differently than everybody else does on the face of the earth. So.
It would be interesting, because you should play it with a bunch of different people, but it would be interesting between you and me, because we do tend to be on a weird wavelength. So I wonder how much that would carry over when we're panicking, because it's a very panic-inducing game.
Right. It looks hilarious and fun. I'm totally down.
Totally. I've seen other people do it, but I've also, like, what's really cool about it is there's a bunch of different communication styles. So it would be cool for us to play it together, and then for you to play it with other people and to see
the differences.
How different it is, yeah. And to find someone who won't completely fall apart so that you can do the instruction bit too.
Right. Oh my gosh! And then last night, was it last night or the other night? I was watching Felicia Day play Stardew Valley with some friends. And when they were done, she dropped this raid in on this girl who probably, I mean, a main affiliate clearly had like 100 viewers or something like that at the time. But she dropped like 900 people in on her, and and I was like, wow, that's really cool.
That is a really cool thing about like the bigger streamers is they do tend to like support.
Yeah.
Streamers in general tend to be really supportive of other streamers, which I think is cool. The rating community
why not?
is a lot like that too on like Twitter and like Tumblr. I'm not so much on Tumblr anymore because there's sort of been a mass exodus, but like the writing community tends to be really good and supportive, giving resources and encouragement and that kind of thing, which is nice because when you first get involved in a community, it's very imposing.
Right. Yeah, I was pretty excited for her. Like, so I followed that chick too. She seemed pretty cool.
Yeah.
Doing her thing. I have no idea how to do like anything else, but like.
Oh, I am not paying attention to my influence. I'm down to 67. I should let that recover.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think this was my first.
Huzzah, people in my chat talking about games together. I love it. Yeah, that would be cool. If that went on sale, I'd get it too. For the future.
I just read domination as damnation because I was like, do I want damnation or supremacy?
Damnation. Definitely.
Damnation. Totally. I mean, good girls go to heaven, bad girls go everywhere.
That's right. That is exactly right.
In case Flutter hasn't informed the regulars in her chat yet, you have to have Meatloaf for like basically Meatloaf quotes for basically like everything.
I can maybe tilt my camera up here and show everybody how big of a fan of Meatloaf I am in the background. I've got my big lithograph and albums, and there's another over on this wall. There's also a whole bunch of Meatloaf stuff. I met him once in Las Vegas, and I've got like all the signed things.
I mean, if you want to connect with Flutter, like truly connect with her, you have to speak Meatloaf to her or sing it. Meatloaf, bonus points if you sing it.
Yay! We're reactivating gateways left and right. Ruh-roh, Rappy. I don't know.
I should go for the damnation, actually. It's better.
Command limit. Oh, we definitely need naval
all
capacity.
of the repeatable stuff now, so...
And I can't change this world, can I? Oh, I can. Well, how do I have a world that is not the only one? Well, this one I can't change this Gaia planet because it's a Gaia planet. You can't. Oh, you can change it into a hive world, except if I touch it, that robot thing is gonna get pissed off at me. So I'm gonna let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Oh my god, I have to talk to you about something for Dark Space at some point.
Okay. Okay. Plotting for our RP game.
I'm actually our regular D&D that's not D&D game. I'm actually planning a session for it, so I have a lot of plotting with a lot of people going on, but I also have other things.
I'm so excited about it.
But we can't talk about it right now because other group members are watching, and it would give like all the plans away. That's the hardest thing about like when you're trying to.
Yep. Although I was watching a video for inspiration from my character the other day, Megan.
Yes. I'm so excited about this character, honestly.
I guess I should do another planet here. What am I doing? No. Oh. This one. This is what I'm doing. I just randomly clicked on a planet and decided that's the next one that's getting.
Cool.
We need to rename the moon though, or the moon, the sun. Let's see.
Whoops.
I think I gave up on the poisonous flower thing the last time, so I'm just naming
Yeah,
it
I
after
think you got
flowers.
sick of looking them up. So.
I need an orange flower though. I have no idea. I'm really terrible at these things. I need to like look it up. um Not that one.
Oh yeah, I have like no influence. Lol.
Right.
That was a good call.
I'm actually doing really well on influence right now. But it won't last, I'm sure. Oh. Interesting. There's actually not a ton. What am I doing?
Wait, I can't demolish this building?
Which building?
Oh, I have to downgrade it first.
Oh.
I
Really?
just, me and
Can't you just
rebuilding my
replace it?
things. No, because I want the order to be a specific order.
No,
Shut up,
because she's
don't
a
judge me.
psycho.
Let's just do it and get. Oh, I downgraded it and it moved. So now I can just upgrade it again. Thanks, game. Appreciate the assist.
No, this is not how this works. Don't do that.
Oh yeah, I have another ring world section. Okay, so this is a
I'm
sign.
legit just like sitting here looking for orange flowers. I don't know.
This is trade.
Yeah. The games like to troll us too, quite often. Especially this game.
Yeah, I'm very picky about like the order my stuff is in too, so it's like super.
There we go. That's the one. How about chrysanthemum?
Okay, my.
Spell that twice. Oh, I have another gateway. Yay!
So I'm gonna replace that one. And then.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, that's the way it goes, right? One of my friends earlier was saying something to me about he was playing a game in modded Minecraft and he was like, you need to have these objects to make this object. So then, spends a half hour making these objects, and then he's like, I don't remember what I was trying to make in the first place. Yeah, isn't it though? Like, I could have told you that, ma'am. Welcome to the club.
Is that the first time you've made your own with an egg white? Oh.
It's so smooth and silky and lovely. I got myself a little wine thing over here to keep this cold. So I can just have bottles of wine.
So you don't have to keep running out to refill it every time.
So guys, it's time to have maybe a... There's not much left in there though. There's like one glass left. Oh, wow. That's the other thing. I will drink it like twice as fast though. That's...
Because you don't have to get up every time to refill it.
Next time I stand up, I'll be like, what? It's all well and good until you stand up for the first time. Tooth wormhole. Oh, yeah, that one. Where did it go? Oh, down there. Okay. So now you can go back to somewhere else. Where did I get all of the other ones, though? Yeah, I think I did. Alright, back over here to Violet. Returning Violet, Violet. Assist research. You're still doing the thing over there. You're still waiting for me to tell you what to do next. Build a gateway construction site here.
Yeah, I should like check my trade network and make sure that it's like protected before the pirates spawn. I always forget to do that. Oh, I've got red skulls. See?
Red skulls?
That means that pirates might spawn if you have red skulls.
Oh yeah, where is that? What is that?
That's the trade route thing. You probably don't have that problem because you're a hive mind.
Oh yeah.
I need to increase the security on my route by building more hangar bays.
That's handy. Not having to have to deal with piracy.
Oh. Yeah, it's like that when I do robots too. Should actually do that anyway.
I think I might name the gateway systems like the Greek alphabet.
Ooh. That's an idea.
That way I can reuse Dahlia. Do. Down, down, baby, down by the roller coaster. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head.
I too often get really random.
That one's been coming around like the last couple of weeks, and I'm just like, why? I don't. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pop. You need a gateway close to you, Alstromeria, and Chubios, because I will definitely probably do a thing on you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a thing on you. I'm gonna do a thing on you too.
That may have been a little premature. That's okay.
Yeah, definitely here. I don't know why I'm just like aimlessly kind of clicking around trying to find where I want to put gateways. I'm really good at the aimlessly clicking thing.
Yeah, it is kind of easy to do in this game.
Do. not getting all of my game sound. I wonder if anybody else is.
This I
Sometimes
cannot help
wonder.
with because I don't hear through your thing.
I cannot wait for a new computer. That's all I'll say about that. We have been talking about it. We're gonna hold out for June because we think there might be some kind of announcement or something for a new computer from Apple. In which case we'll go for whatever that is. Probably.
I think my gateway just came online in my capital, so bye.
We are already saving up the monies.
Yeah, we keep talking about the fact that I'm gonna need a new computer someday, and I just want this computer to last forever.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got Ahab last time.
How did I manage to do that?
Totally zoning out there for a second. Sorry.
How dare you?
Right?
Sometimes there's just a lot to, manage in a galactic empire situation.
Oh.
Wait, why do I have two different types of battleships?
Because you rescued one, maybe? Or is one Federation?
No.
Oh yeah, the rye whiskey. That's one that I don't generally like a whole lot. So yeah, it can spoil a good whiskey drink for me. But yeah, if you get the right whiskey, a nice egg white sour is delightful. That is exactly what I'd call it too. Delightful.
Oh, yeah, okay, that came from somewhere else, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. I technically have three.
Alright, you can build one. Oh, there's a gateway right there. Oh, this needs to be... Oh, naming gateway systems. That's what we were doing. And also, I need to find... I'm just willy-nilly spending money and stuff because I can. Senate is now in session.
Oh yeah, we're trouncing this guy with our opposition to his thing.
Too bad for you. Ooh, a double purple star system. Violet, bluish, ultraviolet star system. What are we naming you?
Oh god, I'm just spending my influence way too quickly. It's the one thing that you can't buy more of.
Iris. Upgrade. Yep, so just slowly oozing out to take over the whole galaxy. We have no real time constraints.
Yep, this is just a very chill thing.
Chill game. We are about halfway there, though.
We are. I mean, I think we've filled in more on the south, or at least I've filled in more on the south. I think you've actually filled in more on the north because you were trying to block those guys out.
I've got more north stuff done, so I am gonna come in fill in the rest of my north area there before I head down that last outer arm.
I am working on getting getting rid of shard.
Oh yeah. Can I beat up those void clouds for you?
Um, I hang on. What are
It's a
the
great
things that
wound.
I'm nice with?
Oh,
Those
they're
I
nice with
wouldn't.
you?
I don't know. Are void clouds one? No, I'm not nice with them. Yeah, you can kill them if you want.
Yay.
It's the crystalline ones, I think. There's two things that I'm like, don't kill any of my space amoebas.
No, no, I won't. I'm gonna kill these, and then you can go in and take over the system and do the research because that's the wound.
Yes, I have
I'm
a
gonna annihilate
freaking
these though.
fuck ton of space amoebas in my territory. Holy shit.
Huzzah for gateways being open! It's gonna take like half the time to get there.
Yeah, I'm working on getting ready to kill Shard.
Do do. I am. I don't know. I'm actually pretty happy with how things are going right now. All things considered. Oh, I'm not hearing the sounds in my game, so I'm letting my like sciences sit for a long time without, because I'm not hearing the alert that there's a new science available.
Oh no. It pops up a little thing at the top of the screen.
I know, and I see it when I look up there, but I'm not normally focusing in that section of the screen, and if I'm not looking there.
Did I fix my potential pirate problem? I should check on that.
No more
Check back from
jobs,
time to
but
time.
there are.
I partially fixed it. I still got some red skulls. Although my fleet is near there, so that does help.
Ooh, this might hurt. No, it's not gonna hurt that bad. It'll be all right. Oh no! Oh, we don't need these anymore.
Unemployed specialist.
Is there a building that increases all of your like specialist building output?
Yes. Well, for organics there are. I don't know if there are for hive minds. And then demolish you. And then rebuild you.
I just totally had like a hallucination out of the corner of my eye. What are we doing? We're gonna replace one of these with a thing.
Somebody died.
I should do a supercomputer.
It's not what I wanted to do at all.
One job, but that's not enough jobs.
Yay! The first part of my Dyson sphere is
Oh,
done.
you're so lucky. I'm so jealous.
It literally doesn't do anything yet, apparently, until I update it.
Let's see
Does
what this
it?
does. It's only gonna give me one job though, so I'm not really super.
Does not generate any energy. Well, I guess we're spending 10,000 more things on that. Get to it, guys.
Getting down to the nitty gritty of like trying to balance my planet's housing and jobs at the end of their capabilities, right? So that there's not like a ton of housing and no jobs left or something. Because I hate that. They have to be close. So we'll see what it does.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to balance the housing and the jobs on my planets that are basically done growing.
I don't worry about the housing so much. I just worry about the jobs. If my housing isn't in the negative, I'm just like, cool.
I don't mind if there's extra of one or the other, but I prefer them to be as close as possible.
I never decided what to make this. Okay, so that's one of those. And that's one of
Like
those.
this one has a ton of housing and no jobs. So
I guess this one should be one of these, I guess.
We need, what can I do? Do I have anything that's just jobs that like puts a lot of jobs on the planet? Because there's that for people that are not hive minds.
I guess I probably want a thing down here.
Brain drone jobs.
Thing going on with this place.
Yeah, there's really nothing that will add like an amazing number of jobs as far as buildings goes on my planet. Planets. What am I doing? Okay, that's what I'm doing. Okay, and then, oh, how are you doing up here? Yay! Yeah, see? My capital planet now has one building and one job. One housing and one job available. But I have to, unfortunately, I have to upgrade one of my things. So, I have a bunch more jobs. We'll figure it out.
I think it's admirable that you pay that much attention to the housing. For me, I'm like, if they have enough housing, I don't even care.
Yeah, but then you have that whole, like, all these empty buildings just going to waste.
I just assumed that they were really big houses. I don't know. The jobs are all I really care about. That's just one more level of micromanagement that I don't need. Because I already have a lot of micromanagement in my life with this game, as you well know.
Yes. I am opposing the next thing in the Senate.
Minor administrative, well, it's sanctions, so we generally don't like sanctions.
Oh, my fleet totally took care of your things, and I didn't even know that the battle happened. That's how I can't hear the sound, the game sound.
In the Great Wound? Lol.
Yeah. That's funny. Although, no, yeah, definitely. It's just like, there's a thing. It was a hole in your system, so it was starting to drive me a little bit crazy. I was like... I mean, I have some things to take care of, but you're not killing the... Oh, yeah, there's these guys down here. Oh, they're tiny. Oh, are those your pirates?
No, those was a quest I didn't do. Don't touch the ransomers, but you can kill the mining drones if you want.
Okay.
See, this is why I don't kill things. If I just wait long enough, Flutter comes by and kills everything. But you can't kill Shard.
Flutter gets bored with just waiting for all of the things to do things.
I have to kill Shard because otherwise I can't get the thing. But
I can kill Shard for you. Oh no, but you kill Shard.
No, then you'll steal my thing.
Right. Oh, I didn't know if Shard would have it.
I think you get it from killing her.
Oh, okay.
I've never actually finished. I'm actually up to a 30k fleet. I think you'd be proud of me.
That might actually be able to take care of Shard. You should ask the curators if you can beat like some other creature.
I mean, I might build the Titan thing first.
Yeah. Like the psionic entity. And if they say you can defeat that, you can definitely defeat Shard. Alright, now this planet doesn't have enough housing, because I did a thing. Oh yeah, but I was also doing these things to this place. So, let's see. Do I have enough gases? Yeah, 2...
There are 2 points in this game where you just never have enough influence. One of them is right at the beginning of the game when you're first trying to expand, and one of them is when you unlock gateways and you're trying to build a ton of gateways.
Right.
Because they cost influence. Bad face.
Actually, you know what?
I never did figure out why my people think I have things that favor the rich, because I don't feel like I do have things that favor the rich.
Isn't that a song? Eat the Rich? Yeah. Verbena, what are you doing to me?
What happened if I do that? Let's just try that and see what
All
it
my
does.
construction ships sitting there with nothing to do. Oh. I need to rename this too.
Wow. Okay. That's unnecessary. But I'm stuck with it for 10 years now.
What is it?
I switched my trade policy from wealth creation to consumer benefits. Just wondering how many extra consumer goods it would give me, and it gives me 175 consumer goods per tick, which is way more than I need.
Nice.
So I'll try Marketplace of Ideas when I can change it again.
Mm-mm. Build the thing. Oh, you're already building that thing. What did I just do? I don't even know. What did... Oh, that's what I was going to do.
Remember what you clicked on?
I find myself, I've been trying to teach myself to just kind of yammer on while I'm streaming.
Yeah, that makes sense because you don't want dead air, right?
Right, exactly. And I now have to like start remembering the things that I say, because then people comment on them and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about because I forget what I said 30 seconds ago. Like, so I'm working on it.
Yeah, I actually admire a lot of streamers because I know that sometimes I get really quiet like when we're doing this, and I don't think I would be good at like just filling
Empty
the air.
space,
Even
yeah.
though I talk to myself like all the time, for some reason I don't think I would be good at doing it on air.
Yeah.
It's different though. I had a moment where I was
thanks,
yammering.
Farcon. I appreciate it. I've been working hard. I've been talking to my grill and talking to.
I had a moment where I was yammering to myself the other day, just like planning something, and my husband walked in the room, and I was like, I wanted to be talking to myself.
Yeah, I've just started randomly talking to all of the inanimate objects in my house. When I make coffee in the morning, I'm talking to the coffee maker. So I just get used to some kind of dialogue. So yeah, and my son looks at me today and he said something about they recently learned the word anthropomorphic, and
Right.
and he said, I'm not anthropomorphizing. My wife might have been his iPad or something like that, and I was like, I know, it's okay, buddy. you can. I know you're trying to use all the big words. That's right. Every aspect of my life gets some kind of commentary. Yep.
There, I'll build a Titan assembly thing and build a Titan, and then I'll go try and kill Shard, because it'll be like the one thing my fleet does until we open the L gates.
Yeah. If you want, I can kind of come and like hang out outside the system as backup. I don't think you're going to need it, though.
I'll ask the curators after I build
Yeah.
that and see what. I'm not too worried about. I'll figure it out. It might just take time. Look, you might just have to be okay with the fact that there's a very tiny hole in my system for a little while longer. There's an Ether Drake if you want to kill the Ether Drake.
Where's the Ether Jake?
In Nickroll. It's right next to my Dyson Sphere, actually, which may have been
Oh, I
silly
see
to
it.
build my Dyson Sphere there, but
You'll let me kill the Ether Drake?
yeah, why wouldn't I?
I don't
Does that
know.
one give you eggs? I think
I don't
it
know.
spawns
Does it give
multiple
you eggs?
though.
Does it give you a thing?
I don't know. Remember. I found the Church of the Endless Expanse.
Oh yeah, it tells me I can take the Ether Drake out. That's another one that's gotten stuck in my head lately. That commercial for... Is it Pepsi? No, I think it's... No, I think it is Pepsi. Or maybe it's Coke. I don't know. From like the 90s, there was one that was like ba 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 ba, and it was
have not
in
had
my...
this archaeology before.
It's been in my head forever. I can't get it out. Why? Why Pepsi commercial? Why must you torture me like this? You've got a gateway, and you've got a gateway.
Ooh, this is going to be a lucrative system.
Hyacinth gets a gateway over there. Iris, are any of these worth building on? No, they're not. They're not big enough. So you get a gateway. Come here and build a gateway. I just like randomly, I'm like, here, this is the place where there's a gateway.
I'm trying to let my influence recover because I have none, and I just want to build a million things.
Yeah. Well, I solved that problem by taking the wrong Unity thing. Ascension perk. So I'm doing pretty good.
Still have like 9 years before I can change this policy, so yay. Good job, me.
You need to build hunter killer drones. Every time I think about that, I have hunter killer drones that like make my population deviancy go down.
I get those too when I'm robots. It's less sinister when they're robots, though.
It makes me think of Fahrenheit 451.
I've actually never read that, if you can believe it.
What? As a book lover, I feel like you need to actually...
Well, I somehow missed all the classes that made us read that in high school, so I just never actually read it. And I really hate the guy who wrote that book.
Oh, so you don't like Ray Bradbury? Oh.
No, I don't. I don't like some of his opinions.
The book is decent, though. I wouldn't say it's like the best book in the world, but I definitely, as a book lover, I would read it.
It's one of those books that I feel like I should probably read at some point. Yeah. Because it's one of those books you should read, but like...
It's pretty easy reading, too. You could probably cruise through it in like a couple of days.
Shit, I have to make a decision here. I found a church with like an holographic... My husband disappeared and I didn't notice. I found a church with like a holographic preacher. And so now it says, hidden under the floor tiles in the sacristy? The archaeologists have discovered a secret crypt where the walls are lined with rows upon rows of tiny blue digital orbs. Their circuitry glittering in the dark. Each orb contains the memory of a single confession and can be plugged into a cryptic-looking machine at the center of the room to reveal its contents. Those who confessed their sins were blessed with oblivion, the memories of their deeds extracted by the confessional chairs and stored within the digital orbs. So I can say how practical and get one minor artifact.
You imagine that you go into like a Catholic confession booth and you confess your sins and they just murder you.
I can say how practical and get one minor artifact.
Right.
I can say...
That's right, Marcon. That's exactly what it is.
I can say, let's pray for some juicy confessions and get one minor artifact. Or I can say, sacrilege, the bliss of ignorance is not for sinners, and get one minor artifact. Oh. Let's pray for some juicy confessions.
Yeah, juicy confessions all the way.
Oh, it continues. Okay, cool. All right, juicy confessions. Get them. I'm going to go see if my husband went to bed. Hang on.
Okay. Give me that research. High density munitions. Huzzah. What am I doing? I've been, I should do some of these, because why not, right? Reverse engineer arcane technology. All right. How about military applications? Combat drugs. Yes. Okay. I don't even read the rest of them. I'm gonna do this because I can. Special project. That's a decision. I already did those things. I mean, why have those things if you don't use them? Oh, thanks, Varcon. We enjoy having our multiplayer stream on Thursdays. And like we were saying earlier, and I'm not sure if you were here when we were discussing the possibilities of future games once this Stellaris game is over. We are considering the infectious madness of Dr. Decker and a game where one of us tells the other one how to disarm a bomb. So, yeah. You might have seen that one. I'm new to it, but it looks hilarious and funny. And those two words meant the same thing. So, yeah. You know what I mean. Oh, no. No gas refineries. You need your deviancy knocked down a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right. Oh, yeah. I don't remember what it's called. It's on Steam. I bet you if you Googled, like, game on Steam bomb defusing, you know, it's one person has, like, an interface with a bomb on it, and the other person has, like, the manual but cannot see the bomb. So the person with the manual is trying to tell the person with the interface how to do the thing. And you're under, like, time constraints and stuff like that. So it ends up devolving into panic and all of the things. Oh, yeah, that's the one, Woof. Thank you. So yeah. What am I doing?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I have peanuts and walnuts.
Peanuts and walnuts. My husband bought, which ones are the ones? I think they're cashews, and they're still in their shells, and I was like, don't do that to me. I can't.
No. I got another update on the church. Sin is unoriginal. The memory orbs contain countless accounts of tedious little transgressions. Infidelity, bearing sacrilegious garb, exposing your flappers, adorning your feelers, ingesting your neighbor's pet, child, or spouse. Apparently that's boring. The deeds of one penitent alone stand out, those of the priest herself. The Hollow Priest, as it turns out...
Oh, I remember this one. Sorry.
I haven't had this one before. The Hollow Priest, as it turns out, is a virtual representation of the church's founder, Illuminate Sahara. She appears to have suffered from severe memory loss and was haunted by the conviction that she had committed a heinous act in the past. The tiny molluscoid priest, I can't talk anymore, extracted and stored over 100 of her own confessions in an attempt to figure out what she had done. Interesting.
Ozro. I'm not gonna have that. Enthusia. Always forgetting what I do. It's like a regular thing. And just totally made a face at this game and was like, why did you do that? Nope, not that one. Not that one. That one. I'm just terraforming random planets now because I can make them into hive worlds so that districts can be whatever I want. So as long as they're as big as I need them to be. Or want them to be. This is a very orangey and ready planet. And I started to rename my systems with my gateways and totally just never finished. Reddish orange. Let's see what we come up with. Marigold. Ooh, do I have a marigold? I do already have a marigold.
Like how excited you got. You're like, oh yeah, oh shit.
Maybe that one will be Dahlia. Because I changed the name of Dahlia. Ooh, how about Begonia? Begonia it is. All right. I name things with the intent that, you know, I'll actually be able to maybe somehow remember like where approximately these places are, but it doesn't work like that.
It's just easier to find them on the map if you've renamed them, theoretically.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, Varcom was saying while you were gone that he really likes when we do our joint game stream.
Nice.
On Thursday nights.
I like that people come and hang out and talk to us. It's always interesting what like topics we get into because it tends to depend on what people in the chat are talking about.
Right. It's phenomenal.
And in a world where we haven't really been able to socialize with people very much either, like
right.
It's nice. It's nice to have that nice. Like outside connection.
Yeah, streaming has become a bit of a godsend for me during this time. So, because I need people. I need people.
I know. I know, believe me.
I have a great need. Begonia.
Perdition beam. Okay, cool.
Nahorus. This one I can terraform. Elidor. Oh, what did I do? Gateway constructed. I need to rename this system. We're going to call this one yellow because orange flowers are getting pretty few and far between. Oh, how about Daisy? Daisy. Oh no, is this a gateway system? Wait, hold on a minute. This is why I hadn't renamed it, because it's a gateway system and I was going to do the thing. Okay. Alpha gateway. I guess beta gateway. That one could be beta.
Building a Titan. Oh, forgotten but not forgiven. Illuminate Sahara's workstation is littered with obsessive scribbles about a place called Ix-Balin and the horrors she fears transpired there. Judging from her journal, she had intermittent moments of clarity followed by complete memory loss. She writes that if she did not recognize her own handwriting, she would have thought they were the ramblings of a madwoman. It seems likely that her deteriorating mental health was a side effect of repeated memory extraction, but without a body, it is impossible to say. Piecing together a coherent course of events from her many fragmented confessions has proven as hopeless for the archaeologists as it was for her. But they have uncovered what could be the coordinates to Ix-Balin from one of her memory orbs. But set a course for Ix-Balin.
Okay, so that's beta gateway. This is gamma then.
Shrouded Shrouded within this place's gorgeous atmosphere is the dark, looming form of an enormous habitat, the Ix-Balin residence. Previously a bustling space city where the residents enjoyed a pampered lifestyle with a multitude of comforts made available through technology. The habitat is now a silent tomb. Molluscoid aliens lie slumped across the floor in various states of decay. A post-mortem reveals that they died from asphyxiation as the inhabitants' life support system was disabled intentionally. Their homes are fitted with unusual mechanical chairs that are hooked up to a central database in the shape of a gigantic blue orb. The Memorex. What?
Ooh,
I've never had this one before. Okay.
Oh, why did I put system? Nope. So none of these are actually going to be in the order that they should be in, but whatever.
All right. I'm gonna find out what's up with this chick. All right, I've filled in the great wound. You'll be happy to know.
Yay!
Full anymore.
Okay, so you don't have a gateway and you don't have a gateway, so I'm putting one somewhere around here. Oh, I built it in the wrong system. Oh well. No, you have a gateway. Haha. So I did not build it in the wrong system. I did that to my son today. Haha. And he like looked at me like I was an alien. Lots of housing, not enough jobs.
Oh, victory is certainly within my reach for the ether drink, so I guess I can probably go kill Shard.
Yay! Yeah,
just
you
gonna
can
finish-
kill Chard.
I'm just gonna finish my Titan because then, I'll have one. And then I'll
Right.
go. Probably have like a 40K fleet at that point, and then I'll just go kill her.
Bark on. I'm sorry, I know that was a couple minutes ago. That's funny.
Is my Dyson sphere
Do
finished
I have
yet?
the thing here? No, I don't. We are doing things. Iris, you're an actual thing. Chrysanthemum, you're a thing. Begonia, you're a thing. Art station, gateway, 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 gateway. Okay. All the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. Rocket Man. I'm sorry. I'm just one of those places today. Okay, all right. Yeah, this is okay. This will be okay. We're gonna see how many jobs it's gonna provide us. Who knows? At least one more job. Mastery of nature. I'm in somewhat of a happy place right now. I get random, like when I can't hear my game sounds, so I'm just like my brain is doing one of these things where like as if I've got like a record in my head, except it's all kinds of different songs and it just skips across the record instead. So I get like little bits and pieces of a crap ton of different songs running through my head.
See, I'm weird. I tend to get like one song stuck in my head for like a long time, just on repeat until like.
I do that occasionally too. But yeah, if I don't have some kind of other background music going on, I'm like I just totally brain skip through it. Hey Varkon, do you like Flutter's new wings? I'm gonna move my thing out of the way. I her wings are super pretty. I made them new. They're debuting today. Oh, I wake up a lot with totally random songs in my head. A lot.
There's one song that I really like, but I'm really careful when I listen to it now because one time it probably actually was because we were getting ready to buy this house and move into this house, and I had like just stress and I couldn't sleep, but that song was stuck in my head, and I felt like that song was what was keeping me awake.
Right.
It's a really like epic heavy metal song, which is actually about like God.
Yeah.
It's like stuff from the Bible and everything, which there's a surprising amount of. But
I'm not really surprised
I think
by
it's
that,
called.
actually.
I think it's called I Am. I think the song is called I Am. It's
Oh.
really interesting song.
Clearly, that's really.
Yeah, because it's all like, I am all the things that I am is. But it's a really interesting song.
Yes, Bible
Like,
metal.
what I like about that song and what I like about like the songs that I like best is that like heavy metal can be very orchestral in a way, and it goes through like movements in the song.
Yeah.
And so where like the structure of the song actually changes. And it's a song like that, which I just really love. Like anybody who listens to Iron Maiden, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, love that song. That song is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I got an update on the Memorex.
I'm totally with you there. It's going to be a frequent thing, Varkon. I used to drink out of wine bottles all the time. I used to get a wine bottle this size just to drink for myself for an evening, and I would just clutch to myself by the end of the night.
Okay, so an update on the Memorex. The inhabitants had developed an enhanced learning program that ran every night as they slept in their mechanical chairs. It was used to remove unpleasant memories and train new skills. Being picked last for Spaceball or stood up on a date were little day-to-day horrors the Ixbalians did not have to suffer twice, and for a while it was bliss. Systematic mind enhancements were mandated by the Habitat leadership and distributed to all residents from the Memorex. But the system was exploited. There were clandestine efforts to delete memories and traits collectively from the population without their consent, and eventually it backfired. The aliens unlearned important skills for their survival and entered a vegetative state. Shortly thereafter, the Habitat life support was disabled. Interesting.
Right? I love Spaceballs too, Varkon.
Same.
Definitely.
I'll see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Dink, dink.
Oh god, now that's stuck in my head. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
I think it was a thing, Varkon. I remember that too. You've got to be right about that. Memorex being like a VHS brand or something?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah. I think it's totally what it is. Somebody's
don't know
found
if
a bunch.
it was-
You're finding a bunch of VHS tapes. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, a bunch of VHS tapes that were stolen from people's brains.
Like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I've never seen that, and I'm so
What?
mad because
Damn it.
because Nathan has seen it because one of the teachers in his school puts it on for her philosophy class. And so he watched it with them, which is good because there's a part that he had to stand in front of the TV because it was inappropriate for teenagers, and the teacher forgot. He was like, "It's okay, I got it."
Yeah. No, I'm with you, dude. Cool. Things we remember.
CDs,
Just random
DVDs, and
things.
yeah, so
Yeah.
they were. I was gonna say I thought that too, but I'm also old, you know. So.
Right, exactly. That's, yeah, random words that imprint in our brains. I don't know what I'm doing with this planet. Ah, okay. It's okay. I can figure this out. I need housing and no jobs. All right. But what if I replace one of these with a housing thing? This one. Replace. Two housing, two jobs, three
Yeah,
housing.
it's about halfway built.
But that's gonna get rid of two jobs. We'll see. Yeah, ditto. I agree. I am also too old, but I look not as old as I am.
I remember one time when we still lived in Toronto, we had been, I had to be like, I don't remember anymore, but I had to be like 24 or 25 at the time. And I had just gotten home from work. I was still dressed in my business cash. And there was a guy knocked on the door, and he was like, "Are your parents home?" He was here. He was there to sell us something, and he was like, "Are your parents home?" And I looked at him, and I was like, "I'm 25,"
Yeah.
and he didn't know what to say. Like I was like,
Yep. I don't know what to do with this planet. Fine, I'm just gonna resettle some of y'all because I don't know what to do. Ba-ba.
I
There,
can't
that fixed the
really.
problem.
I actually have it disabled. I could turn it on, but it would make my people mad.
Yeah, but I can just tell my people where to go. Mm-hmm. We are what? See, this one I'm not going to be able to balance. 57 extra housing and no jobs, and it
I
makes
just
me.
leave it when it's like that.
I know, but it just kills me. But what do I do? I guess never mind. Never mind.
It's
Never
funny.
mind.
It's funny what triggers different people.
Yeah.
Like, because it's never occurred to me to even try that.
11.
Ooh, I got another update. A scan of the habitat's logs reveals its control system was activated again on multiple occasions decades after the life support was disabled. Someone overrode security, entered a maintenance hatch, and accessed the Memorex. A datapad and a tiny blue memory orb, a smaller version of the Memorex, lie discarded by the hatch. The datapad is filled with the frenzied thoughts of someone on the brink of madness. Again and again, the same questions are repeated with growing despair. Who am I? What happened on Ixbalin? The final entry reads, "Now that I know, I must forget one last time. Perhaps the orb will reveal what was forgotten." Did she keep remembering and then
Ooh.
forget? Like she like
She keeps
remember
wiping
and
her
then
own memory.
forget? Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Nope, no shipyard there. We don't need a shipyard there.
How do I possibly have unemployment on this planet?
Iris, you get a shipyard.
Oh, somehow I got my science up to 3,000. That's nice.
Yep. I'm with you there. Ooh. Nebula refinery. Begonia. All right, Varcon, thanks for coming and hanging out. I will definitely check into your stream soon.
Good night,
Have a good
Barkon.
night.
Take care.
See you next time.
Man, I feel so bad. I keep trying to go to our friends' Zumba classes, but I always like, if it's either like at a time when I'm in the middle of something, or I'm like, oh, I could have gone to that one, but it's over now.
I think you can do them for a couple of hours after they're like scheduled.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe
That's
even
good
the
to
entire day.
know.
I'm not sure. So it's definitely worth it. They are 45 minutes long, and they're quite exhausting for even me. So
I know. Well, I keep wanting to do them because I want to like support her
yeah,
doing
absolutely. Yeah, she's
her thing.
she like shows you your basic moves, and she's like, listen, if you can't keep up, just do the basic thing and just whatever you can. It's good. But they're great. They're really great. And she's doing a little bit of belly dancing.
Oh,
in there.
nice.
So she's teaching a little of the belly dancing. It's awesome.
Okay, my Titan is 68% complete. My goal for the night is to kill Shard and get the friggin' Rubricator.
Right.
And figure out what's up with this crazy priest lady.
Are they? Oh, somebody's on the verge of space travel. Who are you? Where are you? You're already in my system. Okay.
Did you get a notification? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe because you have a viewing
The
port thing.
Bratry station, they're up it's like right in the center of the circle on the north side. They're coming up to space age.
Right in the center of the circle on the north side?
On the north of the center circle? In the middle, in the inside?
I'm so confused right now.
So
There I see it is. Okay, I just found your observation post. By the way, I didn't find it from your instructions. I'm just letting you know. Ooh.
This is why you're the one that's describing the bomb taking apart thing.
Yeah. They are spiritualists. So they're little bird guys. Somebody died.
Why not?
One of my envoys. That scientist that's maimed, man. 253. He's still going.
Still going, man.
He did not let being maimed get him down.
Good for him.
Sahara's last memory orb. The orb's first memory shows Dr. I just forgot how to pronounce her name. Saria spearheading the development of the Memorex to great acclaim. Another memory from years later shows her secretly wiping Memorex data for unknown reasons. Yet another memory is of her working frantically on restoring the residents' memories, but to no avail. They stare emptily ahead, heads lolling, but all their autonomic brain function is lost. Finally admitting defeat, she hides the evidence of her crimes. She watches alone as the Ix-Balin residence is pulled into the gravity well of the gas giant it once orbited. Feelers secreting large amounts of mucus in what is believed to be an alien expression of great distress.
Oh. That's good.
Oh, there's more. So she built it, and probably it started to go wrong,
Right.
and she didn't know how to fix it, so she hid it so that she wouldn't get, like, she wouldn't lose her acclaim. Why do these people want to keep telling people what to do? Stop wanting to bully people around with fucking sanctions, you guys. It's unnecessary. Also, the only person who would be in breach of that ever is them because they're the only vassals on the board. It's like they want to tell themselves off. It's very weird. Boy, these Titans take forever to build.
Did you build a thing here? You did build a thing here.
Okay, that's going now. So I could start another mega structure, but it would cost freaking influence.
Come on. This is Gateway. Ada, I think? It's Ada Theta, right? Wow.
I think so. I usually check on Wikipedia because I can never remember after, like, Delta.
Oh no, it's Zeta Eta Theta. I forgot Zeta.
See, I thought Zeta came after Theta. I remember with all of them, I just don't remember their order.
Yeah. I used to have it all memorized, but
Not surprised.
my friend in high school and I used to write notes back and forth in Greek letters. So so we had the alphabet memorized. So
Actually have a notebook that me and one of my friends bought that was like our note writing notebook. And we would just pass the notebook back and forth and leave like notes for each other in it.
yeah.
I had another friend where we would write these like 10-page notes to each other and like fold them up and give them to each other
Nice.
back and forth. Part of me really misses that because I can't just like I can't really just send letters to people anymore because it's so expensive to frigging send
postage
letters
is a thing, right?
internationally.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if I was in the States, it wouldn't be that big a deal, but it's the international postage is killer.
Right.
In fact, I remember when we were in England, I lived in England for a year for people who are watching and don't know that. I remember when we were in England and we wanted to send just like a card to the US, and they were like, okay, that'll be like £1. And we were like, that's it? Like,
Right.
I
Really?
think it was even less than that. I think it was like 50p, and we were like, it's not going to cost us like $5 to send a thing across the ocean.
You're gonna have to. Well, no, I'll send one of them down in there to do it. Oh no, I'm gonna send you back up in there. I'm going to skip to. Oh, I'm gonna pay a lot to do it. Crap.
Are you trying to like surround people?
Yeah, I have to skip around the Fallen Empire over here to take those couple systems. Those like 1, 2, 3 systems that aren't directly attached to them.
Can you even take that one? That's going to be expensive.
I'm gonna take Genelidion.
Can you?
Genelidion. Yeah.
Really? I didn't think you could take 3 jumps.
1, 2. Well, it's 2 jumps past, so it's 3, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, if it'll let you do it, you
Yeah,
could
if it'll let me
always
do it.
take Lachi and then skip to Ganon Dolan and then yield Lachi so that you don't have it anymore.
Oh, no, it's fine. Whatever.
it won't, if you do that, it won't piss them off. Like, you'll get rid of that station before you have a chance to piss them off.
Yeah. It's
It
okay.
takes a while, like it takes a while of, and they might not even care unless one of their consecrated worlds is in there.
I got a new follower a couple of days ago.
Nice.
I'm growing my empire. I am going to take over the world.
Okay, is my Titan done yet? 98%.
Huzzah. That's gonna go there.
Again, I want to save up my
We're gonna
freaking.
be out of jobs, so we'll wait until that thing happens. Whoop. Yeah, somehow I managed on my main planet to balance things. Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna expand the housing and it's gonna be off again. But not by much. It's okay. Because I can't stand the upgrade hours worse than I can't stand how much housing there is.
How did I build these unevenly? How can I seriously not count to 4?
I don't know. How can you not count to 4?
I don't. It's just like, honestly, I'm like, are the buildings transforming into something else after I click the button? I just don't understand. Okay, got another update. The temporary sunshine of the spotless mind.
Nice.
The final memory shows a much older Sahara in a priest's robe waking up in a state of panic, tentacles flailing and ears flapping. She stumbles out of bed and begins to frantically jot down her recollections of yet another nightmare in which empty-eyed aliens convulse on a habitat floor. Then her face contorts with horror as it dawns upon her that it is all real. The nightmares and the flashbacks are extracted memories coming back to her, and if extracted memories can return, the inhabitants of Ixbalin could have recovered. The maintenance hatch appears to have been opened one last time, but Sahara's ship still remains docked at the landing. We could bring the Memorex with us back to Praku Central if we wish.
If you so wish.
The Memorex modifier gives the following effect. Resources from jobs plus 20% and stability plus 10. Or I can say memories are not to be tampered with, the Memorex is best forgotten, and get 500 influence. I feel like I want her thing to mean something, so I'm gonna bring the Memorex to my place. Because presumably we can figure out how to fix it.
Right.
That has to be horrifying that she realized that that it could have been fixed and she was just like, this can't be fixed. That's actually like one of my like big personal fears is like making a decision that then turns out to be a bad decision
Really
and can't be
terrible
reversed. Yeah. Like I'm okay with decisions where it's like, okay, I can still go back on this without it like horribly like coming back to haunt me, but when it's like like even to some extent, like when we bought this house, right?
Right.
Because for people who may be watching who haven't bought houses, when you buy a house, you usually make the purchase conditional. So whatever you decide is the condition for the house, you have a certain amount of time to decide if you're okay with, like, say, an inspection. People usually get a house inspected, so you have like 2 weeks to get the house inspected, and if you don't like the results, you can still get out of the sale. And financing is an easy one. Like, if you change your mind and you decide that you don't want the house, you can just say that you didn't get financing, because then the sale falls through, right? But I always have this really intense, like, even if we've checked all the boxes, and probably because of my first house experience, but like when it comes time to remove conditions, there's always this really big fear, because once you've removed the conditions, it's done. Like, you're buying that house and you're stuck with that house, and now you have to make it like work, right? So I just always have this thing, like, once you can no longer go back, it's always so scary.
Well, I have something similar, but on like a much smaller scale. It's like, you know this because you knew me when I was frequently drawing on new pristine notebooks, but I would have real trouble like starting something on those notebooks, because if I messed up, it's like the whole notebook was ruined.
I remember that, yeah.
That's why digital things have become such a godsend for me.
You know, it's actually something similar to that. Why I made I haven't really talked about this here before, but I have a digital bullet journal that I made. So I really love the idea of
It's very organized. Type A.
yeah, I mean, I love the idea of bullet journals. I've seen lots of people do really cool, like, arty things um, with their bullet journals. But like, I also have this weird thing where, like, I don't like if I mess something up somehow. And with that kind of thing, where like I'm putting money into like a bullet journal, and I just want it to be perfect, like everything to be perfect. And if I messed up, I know it would really. And I also constantly have to like change my schedule because I fall behind or whatever. So yeah, so one of the things that I've sort of decided was, hello Festos.
Hey, Festus.
Was that I would just do a digital bullet journal, because then if I have to change my schedule, it doesn't matter as much.
Right.
And if I make a mistake, it's not a big deal. And then I also got this, which is a giant day planner that I also use. So what I do is I write my schedule down in the digital one, and then if I need to move it around and whatever, I get really happy with that, and then I put it in there, and I use that one more as like a journal of like what I have done, and my bullet journal is more of what I'm planning.
Hey, cat lover.
Hello,
no name
cat
tags
lover.
yet, cat lover. Before you even ask, I could tell you I don't got any. Working on it still. What are we doing here? We're abstaining. Oh, we're not abstaining. Military readiness.
I mean, they're trying but I mean, we can let them have this one, maybe. Because galactic community members that are not vassals of another empire that are using less. No, I don't want that, because I neglect my army all the time.
We're opposing it then. That's right. She's not muted this time. I'm getting better at these things. I'm learning little by little.
Upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade. I think my Titan needs upgraded, and then I'm gonna go kill Shard.
Huzzah! I might need
Which
to
is
go
only
get another bottle of wine.
4 jumps from my territory, so it's not gonna be too hard. And then I can just go kill the Ether Drake while I'm out and about, because why not?
Yeah, do the thing. I need to do the enigmatic fortress, but I need like my fleet, my science ships, and do I need a landing crew too, like a ground crew? I think
you might need armies as well.
Yeah.
My ruined
I am gonna
world.
go get another bottle of wine. I'm just gonna get the bottle and the cork though, and just open it right here. Why not? I'll be right back. Ah.
That leaves me to entertain you guys for a hot minute, I suppose. I'm not quite as entertaining as Flutter, so I apologize. For people who are watching now, who maybe weren't watching at the beginning or don't know, I'm an author. I write science fiction and fantasy novels. Often that involve things like time travel or alternate worlds. Also, lots of magic and supernatural things, if you're into that. If you want to check out my stuff, you can go to megancutler.net, N-E-T, and read the freebies that I post there every other week. And also, if you're interested in a free novella, you can sign up for my newsletter and get The Paradox Syndrome, which is a free sci-fi novella. Sorry to be plugging, but I really just don't know what to talk about while Flutter's away because I'm not as interesting as she is. And also, I'm just excited because I'm finishing up a space opera that I've been working on for like 10 years now, and it's just really weirdly exciting slash surreal to be at the end of the series.
I gotta say, that is not true at all. She's so much interesting, guys. So
I just don't know what to talk about. It's true, actually. I tend to think that I'm like super boring, and then I talk to people, and they're like, "You've had such an exciting life," and I'm like,
she's got so much going on.
"Really?"
She's a great author. Hi, Sans the comic.
Hello, Sans.
I love your name. It makes me happy.
You have to tell me though, are you a fan of Undertale? Please
I
say
haven't
yes.
played that one yet.
Undertale is amazing. Oh my god, I
I think I have it.
should be with you when you play that game
Okay.
because I know things.
I'm like destroying this thing. That worked.
That's those games where I just want to see.
Guys, I just want to show this. I want to show.
Oh, we were talking about you
Hi,
earlier.
Zero. Team Hoodies and Wine. Look. I have a pirate. I don't know if I can get it to just stick out a little bit. I have a pirate wine cork thing. It makes me so happy.
It's freaking adorable. Oh my god.
We were talking about you. What were we saying? I was saying that you were telling me to play that bomb game.
Oh
with
yeah, we
Megan.
were talking about keep talking.
Hi,
and
Brownie.
your clothes.
Cat lover's dog's name is Brownie.
Oh hi, Brownie.
Is it a dachshund? Is that the kind it was? If I'm correct in remembering.
Oh my gosh, dachshunds are the most amazing dogs. My mom used to have two dachshunds. One was a mini and one was not quite full size, but they're the cutest little dogs. I remember one time we took them there. Our hometown does this like street fair every year, and we took the dogs. She was like, "We can't take the dogs there because chihuahuas are cute too, and hounds are cute too." But I remember she was like, we can't take the dogs because they're so small. And I was like, people take their dogs there all the time. So we took the dogs on the leash up to the street fair, and it was like they were so popular. Everyone was like, oh my god, your dogs are so cute, and they wanted to stop and pet them. And the dogs were happy because they got so much attention.
You can't go wrong with like little tiny dogs. Everybody thinks they're adorable.
Her dogs are also named Scarlet and Red for obvious reasons.
Which is fucking amazing. We have a new bottle of wine.
Okay, I was gonna try and find a place to build my science thing, but you want to build those in a nebula, I think, and I don't.
Oh, Zeta Gateway. Ada Gateway. Do. How's it going tonight, Zero? Those are the new wings! we're debuting the new wings tonight in the stream. Tomorrow I will probably work on getting them out on all of the other little artwork I've got around, and then the next thing after that is gonna be drawing more Flutter dies and possibly also drawing Smidgen, her companion. Thank you, Cat Lover. I worked really hard on them. So I'm hoping that they work really well. Like if I kind of drag my screen over so that there's light things behind her, you can see how they're transparent and they transition. They're cool. I like them.
I definitely didn't help, but it's funny because Flutter will send me just like screenshots of like 10 different types of the wings to get my opinion on like what...
which one do you like best? Because I can't decide.
It's hard to give feedback to those too, by the way, because I like them all. So it's hard not to just be like, they're all wonderful, because as a writer who gets feedback on her work, that's just like, it's all great. I understand that that isn't necessarily the best feedback sometimes.
Hey, I appreciate the honest feedback, so I take her wing shopping. That's what I do.
Yeah, exactly. She sent me ones earlier that were like the outline, and it was super hard not to be like, they're all great, because they were.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's the most constructive feedback that I can give? Also, it's hard not to be biased towards things that are blue, because blue is also my favorite color. So
right, blue is the best color.
I actually will probably be able to write a little bit about Flutter and Smidge, because I was telling people earlier, but Flutter is in our D&D not D&D group.
My character's name in that group is Gianna.
But her ability is Flutter dies.
Right, Flutter die is partially inspired by her.
Yeah, so I do at least get to write about her. I haven't got to write about Smidge yet. I definitely have to write the thing about Simon and the ghost dog, and thinking that Smidgen was a ghost dog and not an illusion.
Yeah, Gianna's like a psi power person, so her specialty is making illusions. So she has managed to conjure a little thing outside of her body. It can take any form, like a shapeshift, because it's an illusion, but it can also like do some of her powers further away from her. So like she sometimes likes to project emotions on other people to calm them down or to do whatever. Smidgen can do that for her. So so Gianna created Smidgen, and Gianna is in some of Meg's stories on her website. So
yeah, if you go to my website that I was talking about earlier, megancutler.net, and either look at the tag cloud or use the search to search for Dark Space, it might be all one word. Those are the scenes that Flutter's character Gianna is in, and someday Smidgen will be in there. I definitely have to. Smidgen
is new. She has a recent development, but Smidge is essentially a familiar. I call her my psi familiar. Yeah. So now I'm just trying to make Smidgen a part of this website, because I love the idea of Flutter having some kind of animal companion all the time. And I just have to figure out how to, I think it's going to be with color and or something, how to make people realize that it's the same creature, just in different forms. I'm thinking like a symbol or colors or both or something like that. But I was sketching this the other night, and this is going to be, I'm really bad at this.
I think it doesn't help that your Skype is blurred, so it just doesn't focus on the thing because it can't find a person. But I'm always a little bit behind on writing stuff about Dark Space, because we do the games once a month, and then I take some time to plan out what I want to write, and I don't necessarily write from every session, so they come out a few months after. So Smidge has like just appeared in the game. I think this was just our second session with Smidge this last time. So
yeah, Smidge kind of suddenly came about. I think you're right, about 2 sessions ago. Yeah. Lupus familiaris. That's right. But yeah, she's a little shape-shifting animal, so I'm gonna get her going. Once I figure out how to make the follow thing actually work, I'm gonna be making my own gifts and stuff for the follows that involve Smidge, and I think it'll be fun. Ooh, maybe I should just do Smidge like creeping across in snail form.
Oh, that would be so cute.
Since it's the one that I just randomly drew the other day, right?
I have this fondness for snails. I'm not gonna lie.
I know,
like,
they're great.
when
And
you
my
see-
thing is mushrooms right now, so like
Yeah, well, and when
It would
you
work.
see pictures of little snails on like mushrooms with little dollops of like dew, it's the most
Right?
cutest thing.
and I can make it so that it like crawls across the top of your thing if we're playing together.
Aw, yeah. I would definitely love to be the snail friend.
Yeah. So, but I'm
Okay.
working on it. I'm also learning how to make GIFs that are like drawn GIFs, not just like clips of movies and stuff, but like hand drawn, basically animations.
Dedication.
So I'm gonna be doing that, and so that's gonna take a while.
Okay, I'm going to take my fleet and go kill Shard. I'm just going to completely ignore everything going on in my empire for a hot minute. 'Cause that's
shard.
cute.
Which one were you asking, saying we should have a character based on? I mean, I do have character. I mean, Flutterdye I don't have, but Smidge is definitely one of my sort of characters. I mean, it's Gianna's familiar character, so her pet something.
Yeah, you kind of have to come up with like an official Flutterdye like character. Like we don't know that much about Flutterdye yet.
Yeah,
I need to
Flutterdye
look-
is a new creation, so but she's gonna be maybe somewhat of a shapeshifter too, because I've decided I want to have an underwater form of her, like a siren or a mermaid or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun to design that.
I don't think I ever mentioned this, but I decided that Rose's like underwater form is like the octopus, the like Ursula octopus.
Yes,
She's
I love it.
definitely like the sea witch.
Can I
type.
draw that
Yeah.
for you? Can I draw Rose as a
Please?
freaking Ursula?
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
I would love
Please
to do that.
do.
Can we
I
please?
would love that
Yes.
so much.
Yes.
I sort of oscillate on what kind of tail I want Domerin to have, because I go back and forth between like the eel or like the lionfish, because lionfish
Right.
are like ultra
Lionfish are
poisonous.
badass.
I know, right? So I kind of don't. I feel like the lionfish is really fancy for him, but like they're badasses, and he's a badass. So I haven't showed this
See?
off in a while, and I should. My little
Flutter is
Domerin
shifty.
plushie.
Flutter is also
There's-
based on me, so she's very shifty. There's Domerin.
There's
Oh,
Domerin. In case we talk about him a lot, he's also
He's
in
the
Dark
next books
State.
you're writing, right? After the Symphony of the Stars, Domerin's books are happening.
I already wrote his first 3, and once I finish editing the last 3 SOS books, I'm gonna start his second book, which he's not
So
telling
excited
me
about
all about
Domerin's
now.
books, man, guys. Domerin has been yammering at us for ages now.
I'm going to be writing Domerin's books until the end of time.
I love
but
Domerin. I
this
think
is
he's great.
This is a little plushie that a friend of mine made for me of Domerin. I give him
Yeah.
this. She also individually and separately made this little steampunk hat. So Domerin claimed this hat. It is his hat. He is steampunk when he's wearing it. He sits over here and is grumpy with Solid Snake, his friend, Solid Snake, which is another plushie that the same friend made for me because I love Solid Snake.
Domerin, Rose, which you were talking about a couple minutes ago, was one of your very first characters, I think, right? Like I was reading your stories about Rose from like the first day I met you.
Yeah, I started writing about her in I think 5th grade. Sorry guys, I'm just fixing my desk that I like totally demolished by picking these guys up. I started writing her in about 5th grade.
Zero has a suggestion for you.
Okay, hang on. Let me get Domerin's hat back on. The book one plushie. Yes, exactly. it's funny because I had like a bunch of separate like Dahmerin stories because I like to do this thing where I sort of create. Pardon me while I again fix more for my office. I like to create like alternate versions of my characters just to be like, what would happen if this was different, or what would happen if they were in a different type of world? And I have all these different Dahmerin stories, and then one day I was just kind of laying down, taking a nap, and I had this moment where like, because I'm one of those people where like my characters talk to me, so I had this moment where like my character totally gave me this revelation and just like connected all these dots that I had no idea were even remotely near each other, and it completely blew my mind. And now I have to translate that into written form. So
Hibiscus. Hibiscus. Yes, I have been a privy party to the characters in Megan's head for 20. How many years have we known each other now? Jesus.
we met each other in 7th grade, and I was actually writing back then. So like
20,
pretty much as long as we've known each other.
25 years? We're coming up on 25 if we haven't
It's-
already.
Wow,
That's crazy.
oh my God. A quarter of a century we've been doing this. I'm gonna go kill. Are you ready to film me? Oh wait, I need to
Are
go.
you there? Are you outside of it?
I thought I was, but I actually have to go one more jump, and then I'll be outside of it. So, bam, for another minute. But
Yeah,
Dom in the
I'm
dog.
so excited for the Dahmer books. I'm like ridiculously excited for the Rose books. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to decide. So Rose is actually in the first set of Dahmer books too, because it turns out that their
Oh
stories.
yeah, I know that little. That isn't there like a little short thing on your website? Isn't there like a writing prompt thing or something?
There's a couple of them, but
Yeah.
in the first, I can actually tell you this because it's not spoilery. So in the first series, Dahmerin lives in a world that's like our world, but it's like a magic world. So it's if you imagine like Tolkien high fantasy, but like in our modern day setting. So it's kind of like a world that has guns and the internet, except the internet is run by fairies, and like magical shots at Starbucks and like all that kind of stuff. And like Dahmerin has a motorcycle, and on the back of his motorcycle there's a little compartment that's like a bag of holding, so he can like get coffee at the magical Starbucks and put it in the like container of holding, and it doesn't take up any space on his motorcycle, and he can drive to work. So in this world,
I love
Dahmerin
this.
is a member of the Queen's Division, which is almost sort of like the magical FBI. They work directly for the Queen, so they're kind of like above the police and like the city guard and all that kind of stuff. And they're separate from the military, but they're like the elite. And Rose is his queen, so she starts as the princess, but she eventually becomes the queen, obviously. And Rose in that world is really cool because she has a really strong gift for like perceiving the future. Sure, I've actually considered making some of my worlds into D&D settings. So if that is a thing that people are interested in, I can definitely put out source material for like
Yes.
things that like.
Oh, the games. I love that.
But so Rose has this really strong like precognition, and one of the ways that affects her is that she doesn't have normal eyes. Her eyes actually look like a field of stars, which is really disconcerting to people. But
It's really strange to look into somebody's face and see that.
okay, I'm gonna go. Hopefully, can we save this before I do this? Actually, just in case I fail. But
You're
I'm
not
going
gonna
to go.
fail the shard fight. Hold on, what's happening in the Senate?
Is there something
Recycling.
happening?
No, opposing.
Okay, if you're opposing, I'll solidarity.
What am I doing? All right, shard. We're going to shard. You can do
Yeah.
shard. Do you want me to save it, really? Save. It's
Yeah,
okay. I'll
in
save
case
it.
totally. Oh yeah, I have to make it not a restricted
It is
system.
saved. Let's watch you guys beat Shard.
Okay, so I'm doing the cooldown to jump.
She
So
she has to jump through the hyper lane to get here.
I'm in
This is Shard.
Rakia.
Shard is a like space dragon. Looks pretty cool.
So I've got like 20 seconds and then I'll hop into the system. Okay, I'm in the system.
Oh, there she goes. I was like focused
Yeah.
on her. She like immediately turned around.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
If I can get this to center on here, right?
Ouch! That just took out like a bunch of my fleet in one hit.
I think it's interesting that the organics also have like lasers.
Yes! Ooh, I'm melting her shields pretty well now that I'm in.
Yo, yeah, you're gonna take her down like nothing.
It's my Titan, because that's like badass. I love the stone.
Oh, I could
ship.
cosplay Rose sometime too. I could wear contacts that have that like thing with the starry eyes and the.
Your Polgara dress would actually make a really good base for like the Rose costume.
I know. I was actually gonna upgrade the Polgara dress to be a little bit more accurate to Polgara, so I can cosplay her again. Zero will appreciate all of the Polgara things.
The vile old dragon known as Shard has drawn her final breath. In a satchel around her neck, nestled in the downy fuzz underneath the gnarled scales above her heart, hangs her most treasured possession, the Rubricator, a relic capable of replicating any artifact it has come in contact with.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Witch, old witch, the wicked witch. Now I can see.
The witch is dead.
Ooh, it gives me plus 20 society research, and I can create 30 minor artifacts.
Yeah, the Rubricator is pretty nice, actually. She goes where the goblins go.
Oh, I activated it. So
I
was like, how
I love that song. Oh, I really want to do that one too. I would love to do the Wicked Witch of the West cosplay. And maybe a Glinda cosplay too. But I would do like Glinda from Wicked.
I actually have this like huge affection for like the Wizard of Oz like mythology and like the world and stuff, and I love seeing what people do with it.
I think her name was Margaret Hamilton that played the Wicked Witch of the West, and she was amazing. She was such a good actress. Like if you watch any of the other older movies from that era, she was made. People watch movies from that era because the actors in those movies are ridiculously good.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, they're like black and white, and they're more simple, and they're more about the people and the characters, and there's no special effects. But God, they're good sometimes, like really good. I highly recommend. I do have a pole dress. My grandmother made it for me in high school for Halloween one year because I was like, I want this thing, and she made it. By looking at the cover on the book, essentially. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to update it because she made a very simplified version of it. Apparently my energy credits are running out. Hey, now's a good time if you got energy credits, I could use them.
I do. Do you have alloys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can give you plenty of alloys.
Yeah, just set up a trade and I'll give it to you.
Do you want 1 for 1 or?
You can do 2 for 1. Just don't go over maybe say 30,000 or 35,000 credits. Just because
I clicked on the wrong people. Okay, contact. No. This is the beautiful thing about playing with your friend.
Okay, so I just found like a Borg relic thing.
Nice.
Oh, that was very sweet of you to give me 1 for 1. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, no. Davon can be blocked? Is that a blocking thing? That's a spam, right? I don't. I mean,
That is
sure, I want to become
definitely-
famous, but not like that.
But it's definitely a spam, yes.
How do we do this? Do. Yay, I did a thing.
I actually need another construction ship. Now I'll repair my fleet and then I'll go kill the Ether Drake. Maybe not tonight, but maybe tonight, but maybe not tonight.
Maybe tonight.
And yes, there totally is a pole dress, and it was like a epic like thing, Halloween costume that
With all the
floated through
boobs.
high school. I should mention as well that this was a homemade Pulgara costume. Her grandmother made it for her.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And it's like a dress and then there's like an overdress part. So it's like two pieces.
Yeah, like a dress with a like an outside robe that laced up in the front.
So totally, like you could totally add some like decoration to that and get like some cat ears and some like star contacts and you could totally be Rose.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like I said, I'm going to revamp it a little bit, and I might just have edit it a little bit. I don't know how much seam allowance my grandmother put in there for me to grow into, but I think I could still fit into it. Wildly, I can still fit into my prom dress. So
I wonder if I would be able to fit back into my wedding dress because people don't know this, but I recently lost a ton of weight. In fact, I can prove to you how much weight I lost because this is my wedding ring.
that would be not unheard of for Rose, the dagger sheath holsters.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's actually not falling off, but my wedding ring actually.
Well, but you had it
just,
readjusted because it was falling off, right?
No, I had it readjusted because it was not fitting my finger, and now it actually just falls like right off my finger if I wave it around enough. Usually, it's getting. Whoop! There it went.
There it goes.
It actually now my wedding ring actually now fits on my middle finger better than it won't fall off this finger than it does on my ring finger, which it's just very sort of
that's okay.
floppy. So yeah. So I wonder sometimes now if I actually would be able to fit back into my. I was married when I was 18, to put that in context. As to why I wonder if I could actually fit in my wedding dress
And
again.
she was just as tiny as I was. So
Mm-hmm.
we
Oh,
were two
it's funny.
tiny
It's
people.
funny when people look at my wedding pictures now because they're like, "Oh my God, you guys were babies," and it's like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we totally were.
You definitely were. Tiger Lily. Oh, this is the one. And you get an
Oh,
upgrade.
some of my ships were destroyed, so I guess I should rebuild those.
I'm still like, I'm gonna take all the things. I have all these terraforming things going. I spent a crap ton of money on terraforming, and now I'm like, oh, I don't have energy credits coming in anymore.
That reminds me that I should probably colonize something again, but I haven't really been paying attention to that.
I mean,
so I
half
don't
a pack of Rolos can
really
be great,
know.
right?
It's funny because I guess not like haha funny, but so about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now, I was really struggling with my weight. Which, by the way, if you have feelings about your body, don't be afraid to talk about them because I actually sat down. Well, my mother-in-law sat me down and shared with me her feelings about body image issues. and which was the first time that I really felt comfortable actually talking about it. And she introduced me to the Weight Watchers system. This isn't necessarily me advocating for Weight Watchers, but she introduced me to their system. She talked to me a lot about the philosophy that they have for losing weight, and it's not a diet. Weight Watchers isn't a diet. It's a management system it's basically a dietary management system. It teaches you strategies for how to eat healthier. And they actually have expanded that system now where you can choose the system that they have like 3 different ones, and you can choose the one that works best for you. So you can choose if you want a stricter system or if you want a looser system. And you can also choose how quickly you want to lose weight with Weight Watchers as well, because you can go really strict hardcore, which is what I did. I went really super strict.
She became a giant bitch for a while, guys.
I'm
not saying this.
No, seriously, the first 2 weeks were really hard.
She did have a moment of
No, I actually had some total like breakdowns because I was really it turns out like when you change your eating habits, it actually really affects your brain. But so she introduced me to the system. I went really hardcore on it, and it taught me how to make healthy choices. It helped me learn that I was lactose intolerant and that I actually can't eat dairy, and that dairy was making me sick all the time, and I never realized it. But yeah, and so now I don't do the system anymore because I don't really need to, but it taught me what I needed to know in order to maintain a healthy weight. And one of the things that that you get in the habit of doing with Weight Watchers is you actually measure out like your snacks. And so
portion
I
size
can now,
is huge.
yeah. So I can now have I have a big bag of Skittles in the house, and I eat them. I eat them 7 at a time.
Skittles in your home?
Skittles in my house.
What?
Yeah. I eat them like 7 at a time. I'll just pull out 7 of them and I'll eat them, and that's my little indulgence for the day.
That can become a whole new OCD thing, like 7 Skittles.
I do it by color. I do it by color.
I would do it by color too.
Sometimes if I'm having a really stressful day, I also have I have nibs, and I measure out a certain amount of them. It's you basically you create your portion and you eat your portion, and you get into the habit of doing that. And I now have the willpower where I can eat sugar again, and
I mean, I have to say
it
was quite astonishing how much weight you lost when you got on that program and started really going after it. So
I was surprised by how I actually didn't. One of the reasons I got my ring resized was because I didn't think it would. I thought it would take way longer for me to start losing weight, and I actually didn't realize how much weight I had gained until I started losing weight and started feeling more like myself and fitting back into my clothes again, and that sort of thing. So anyway, moral of the story is if you feel like you're struggling with that sort of thing, talk to someone, because what I learned by talking to people was that lots of people have thoughts about their body image and their weight, but they're afraid to talk about it because they're ashamed or they worry that people will judge them. And it turns out if you just talk about it, and if you're open about it. We also have this huge problem in society with thinking that thin means beautiful, and that is also untrue.
Oh, yeah,
There's
such crap.
Plenty of big, beautiful people out there.
Think about the medieval Renaissance artists with their beautiful paintings, women that are actually realistically proportioned, and beautiful. Weight is not a thing. Body shape. What am I doing?
I literally just found another relic.
What is up with you and all of the relics all of a sudden?
I just found the Omni Codex, which is another one I've never seen before.
Jesus Christ, I've had that one before.
It allows me to spawn pops from an extinct species on one of my planets.
Yep.
Except
that you don't want that.
I definitely don't want that. I'm not that kind of gal.
We don't like people being in our planets that aren't our people. That is one thing we have in common in this game. I did it for a while, but it started turning on me, and I was like, nope.
But we have a friend who totally collects different species and plays that way. He's really good at it.
Build a thing. Oh yeah, yeah. Wolf, who we play with in our group game, loves combining with all of the other species in the game and creating planets from that. Like he's really great at it. We're opposing this. All right, that's cool.
Do I know what I want to do with this planet right now? Because I don't feel like I do.
That's gonna be a gateway. How many gateways do I have? I have up to Zeta and Eta. Alpha, Beta. Did I forget Delta?
You're gonna have to rename all of them now.
Son of a bitch. All right, well, Delta's up here now.
Now another one of my observation posts went down and declared himself a deity. This is the second time, you guys. The second time that you've done this.
I am gonna drink a whole bottle of this. This is actually the equivalent of 2 like normal sized bottles of wine. So, huzzah!
Oh.
Apparently, I could take down 2 bottles of wine in one day. I drank
Good to know.
like a third of this one probably. I won't take the whole things down, but it's more than one. Listen to that. I'm doing it right in front of my microphone. I know you guys can hear that. It's a beautiful sound of wine being poured.
Oh, that's my bad.
Oh, what am I doing? Look, I bought a thing for it.
Sorry, I'm actually paying attention to my Empire for a hot second because I haven't been.
Isn't it a beautiful sound though, Festos? It's a beautiful sound. It's one of those sounds that you just gotta love. I've started expanding to the south. I need to come out all the way now to the one where we're cutting off at in the northern area. I've already got to the place in the southern, but the one I'm going to stop at is Ejax, and then you're going to stop at Furisti up in the north there.
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
All right. Just double checking.
That is what we agreed because that is where I stopped researching. I didn't go into Ejax, so.
Okay. And then down at the bottom, it's Plashola, correct?
Yes, I'm actually about
Oh,
to
you're
build.
building the thing right there, right now.
Yep, I'm at my termination point there, so.
Fantastic. That'll be the last spot that we touch, though, for me, because that's the last arm of things.
Yeah, I'm slowly working my way up to you. I don't think I'm going to touch you today up there, but soon, very soon, I will be able to touch you there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I would say we're about 2/3 done with this galaxy.
Yeah, we're getting
We're
there.
getting there. Yeah.
We have a lot of the big stuff left to build, I think, and then we have
Well, you
like the
do
Elgate
because
thing
you can
to do.
build it, but I neglected
But you
to
can
take
still do
the
the
correct thing.
You can still do the science nexus and stuff, can't you?
Yeah, I can do those. Yeah, I'm gonna
I haven't
complete my
started
gateways
those
first,
yet,
though. I think.
so.
Well, at least the gateways that I have planets around right now, right? That way, when I reinforce my fleet and it builds things at other. So this is the thing: build gateways near every single one of your like planet clusters, because when you reinforce when you use the fleet manager, which is this thing here, and then you hit this button here that's reinforce fleet after you build up your fleet, it will just start creating the ships in whatever shipyards are available to build in, and so you can have the the gateways to get your ships back to your fleet faster.
I just built gateways in like all of my planetary systems. But
I mean, we
have
do
like,
it for convenience because we
colonies.
like to be able to get around fast enough. But the point where you're like building giant fleets, that's the easiest way to do it. Like if you have gateways. But conversely, I am also in every single one of those gateways building up my stations so that I have some defenses in case like we do the end game thing or we go through the L gates and things start coming through and they start going through the gateways so that I have something to beat them up as they come through there. so they don't necessarily annihilate us right away.
Yeah.
That's the strategy anyway. Okay, I'm officially all the way around the dude guy that I can take without touching him, specifically Huzzah. Yes, I know I have too much of the resource. Oh, that's where you're going next. So once you're done there, you're gonna go here. Alright, how are we doing up here, guys? No jobs.
I actually have to finish a book tomorrow. Oh, God.
Finishing a whole book?
It's a short one for me. It's Eternity's Empire, book 5, but I have to finish writing it tomorrow. It needs a crap ton of editing because I've kind of learned to sometimes just let certain aspects of my novels be a little bit crap in the first draft so that I know exactly what to research for the second draft instead of doing a bunch of research that I end up not using. So on the one hand, it's a bigger headache for the editing, but on the other hand, it saves me a ton of time because I actually know exactly what information to look for instead of just doing a whole bunch of hours worth of research and then using it for like 4 sentences.
Right. I do that.
I mean, I've done that plenty of times, and it is a thing that occurs. You just kind of end up. Because, you want to do research and you want things to be authentic, but then most of the stuff that you do, just like 90% of the world building I do never makes it into my... I'm actually really... So I can... Again, this isn't really very spoilery. So we were talking a little bit before about Domran's world, and basically one of the things that is a thing in his world that I want to include in the novel is that they have these like magical shots that you can get at Starbucks. So like when you go to Starbucks in our world, you can get like a vanilla flavor shot, or you can get like a caramel flavor shot. When you go to a equivalent Starbucks in Domran's world, you can get like a shot of courage, or a shot of charisma, or a shot of luck in your coffee. And so there's this really cute scene where he goes to pick up coffee for a bunch of his coworkers, and I really want to find a way to keep it in the book, but I feel like
You have to, though. You have to.
I so badly want to, but I don't know. It's the pacing in that book is so like his first book is the pacing is really off, and so I'm really scared that I'm gonna have to cut that scene. I don't want to. It's such a good scene. I've written it. It exists. It's really good. Oh, that is such a good idea, Owlbear Manticore Beholder. So there's also, you say that, there's also this really cool thing where he gets a really big, like big coffee, and they put a shrinking charm on it so that it shrinks down, the big cup of coffee shrinks down, and it fits in a regular drink carrier and in his little compartment of holding that he has.
And so then when he gets like a pot of coffee in a cup.
Well, no, when he gets to the office, he gives it to his coworker Bob, who is a troll, and he takes the shrinking charm off. So it's a troll-sized cup of coffee.
That's phenomenal.
And they shrink it down so that it's easier to transport. Guys, I have so much of this shit in my head. I'm not even kidding.
Read her books, people.
You can't read that one yet because it's not done, and
No,
actually
but
it's
like
totally
she's
awful
got
right
these
now.
great
But
ideas
it's coming.
everywhere. I'm beta reading for her Symphony of the Stars series right now, and like I I can't say like the things that she comes up with sometimes. I'm just like, you bitch.
Just
The
remember that
Everfull Styrofoam.
I have to read everything that you read. I have to read it at least 4 times. So if it affects you, imagine what it's doing to
I
me.
can't.
all
Like I
4 times.
can't. Like today was just like what?
Okay. But let me tell you all about my day this morning, okay? I woke up this morning and I sat down to start my editing and I read over the scene that I was editing. And then because this happens to me sometimes as a writer, I peeked ahead to read the scenes that are upcoming next week that I'm going to edit because I like to know like what scenes I'm dealing with in the near future. And so I spent a half an hour crying while I was doing that. First thing in the morning, because I realized that I'm almost at the end of the book, and there's a sad part at the end of this book, and I'm gonna sob through like 3
Because
chapters.
of course there
editing.
is.
It's the last book, okay? It's the very last book.
I'm gonna kill her, guys. I'm gonna
If you
murder
think
her.
I like how
I love
oh, no,
these
no.
characters, guys.
I love the characters too, though, and I like it's not easy to do these things. Like, here's the thing: is people think authors are all like, "Oh, I'm gonna hurt this character that everybody loves," wah ha ha ha. And when you originally write the outline, you kind of do that, but then when you have to sit down and actually write the scene. There's a part of you that's very much like, I really don't want to do this. And then the character is like sitting on your shoulder being like, but you have to do this because this is what happens next.
Because this is what happened. You. And then tell them you got a note from me that was like, you bitch, when I sent you my notes for the beta.
It was funny because I think it was, if it was either, it wasn't this past year.
I can't say it because it would be a spoiler for the books.
Event. But it was really funny because it wasn't this past year because we didn't go away for Christmas. So it was the year before. It was 2018. We were at my in-laws' place and I was waking up to get ready to fly home and I had 2 messages from Flutter on my iPad. One was, "You monster, I hate you." And the next one was, "Have a safe flight."
Yeah. She regularly pulls at my heartstrings like that. She has her moments for sure.
I screenshotted that. I loved it. It was the best 2 messages I think I've ever received in my life.
Another gate. Where?
I think I'm like out of archaeology. I actually like own.
I know. I'm spreading so I can get more archaeologies for my archaeologist scientist.
Yeah, same. I'm like, okay, but I ran out of stuff for you to do right now, so you just gotta hang out.
Your emotions sustain her.
I mean, one of the best things that an author can be told is, "You monster, I hate you. Have a nice flight." It just. But I will, full disclosure, admit, like, when you are reading those things that are like sad, I sobbed through those things, and I had to sob through them.
No doubt.
Twice as many times as you.
Oh my goodness. I hate to say it, but we are after midnight now, so when do you want to?
Yeah, whenever. I am cool to go to like 12:30. I'm cool to stop whenever.
We can go to 12:30. I'm feeling froggy tonight. Let's hop around a bit.
I'm definitely not tired right at the moment. So as I said, I do have to finish a book tomorrow, so I can't stay
Yeah,
up
you
till.
definitely need to get some kind of cut off at some point, but
Oh, the reason I can't find that gateway is because it hasn't been built yet. Well,
it hasn't been built.
my construction ship is still working
I
on
have
it.
all these planets that I'm terraforming. I'm never gonna remember when they're terraformed. Like, I'm pretty sure a couple of them have already been done.
Oh, my fleet isn't going together. That's what's happening. Why is that happening? Oh, because they're not. Okay. You guys have to go all the way back to the system. Don't just stop halfway.
Ooh, a red one. Clearly, this is gonna be Rose.
Ooh, I approve.
It's like
Actually,
really red. Is there like a red
the British
glass?
stuff.
I don't know. I was just saying.
Rose is like my OG character, you guys. She's been with me since
She's
like
been
grade.
there for so long. In fact, there's a character in the Rose books that I used to get to play a lot when we did our little
Yeah.
like.
There is a character in Rose's eventual. I haven't started those yet, but your character is like her best friend, of course.
The bitch is like a rose. That's such a great song too.
I probably should add it to. It's funny because the song that's like the ultimate song
That's
for
definitely
Rose.
a Rose list. Come on. I mean, you
It
gotta
is.
put that on Rose's list. That's
The song that like definitively makes me think of her though, like her. If I had to pick one song for her, it's "Killer Queen" by Queen.
oh
Is like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Rose's song.
Yes, Zero. You keep track of those Flutter quotes.
It's like if I had to pick one song that was like Domran's ultimate song that like is the song that best defines him, it's Fever Dreams by Ronnie James Dio. That man has a
What is that
soundtrack
song?
that's 10 years long. Fever Dreams by Ronnie James Dio.
Is it a what kind of music is it?
You could probably handle that one. It is heavy metal, but you could probably handle that one.
Okay.
It's not like ultra heavy.
Right.
But I can tell you, I'll tell you the lyrics because you'll agree it's very Domrany. I'm not gonna do it from memory, even though I probably could. So these are the lyrics. Lately, when my demons drag the night across my eyes, I just can't seem to fight it anymore. Yield unto temptation and be ruler of the world, but it seems that I have heard that song before, and all the voices begin to sing, "Come home." I have seen some evil as I've walked upon the earth, but this is way beyond what eyes can see. Wicked is as wicked does, and if I lose control, is this the way that hell is going to be? Have I
Ooh.
fallen too far to rise? Yeah, you know Domarin. Have I fallen too far to rise, been burning too long in the fire? Then it all falls down, tearing the night away. It must be fever dreams. And then the very last verse is, now before my demons roll the night across my eyes, I tremble as I wait, perhaps to sin. Yield unto temptation and be ruler of the world, and all I do is let the beast come in.
I really like that. Yeah.
I
I think that's a thing. I know. That's really good.
I think you would be able to handle that song because I don't think it doesn't have. I don't think it has the like rushing. I'd have to listen
Yeah.
to it again. I think it has
I
the
think
rush.
it's a guitar sometimes. It's not just the drums. There's like a thing that drives in those songs that
Yeah,
makes me
I
like
don't think. But Fever Dreams is a really like slow, dark, dissonant song. It's
Okay.
not a driving. Like if you've been watching any of the stuff that I've been posting on my group, like I don't think you could handle Awakening by Unleash the Archers because it has a lot of that really driving
Right.
stuff in it. But Dio is like older metal, and it's that really sort of dissonant, like I don't know if you've ever listened to any Black Sabbath, but it's like you have to remember
I'm
Ozzy
familiar
Osbourne.
a little bit with it, yeah.
Yeah, it's more like that. Holy Diver, if you've ever heard that, it's more like that.
I am a person that cannot physically listen to heavy metal music, but am cursed with having at least a half a dozen friends that love heavy metal music.
Heavy metal like that, my friend.
So It's one of those things where we ride the fine line between what can she listen to and what can she not. When I listen to these songs, my heart actually races so hard. Like,
to a
crazy.
fair number of Iron Maiden, and I feel like they're heavier than Dio, so I think you'd be fine.
Probably be all right. Yeah.
Have you seen Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
So-
you'd be fine. Dio's
So the
in
thing
that.
is, though, the problem there is, like, I've seen it. I've noticed that if it's in a movie or something that has a visual effect along with it, it doesn't bother me as much.
Oh, the reason I asked though is Ronnie James Dio is actually in that movie. So at the part at the beginning
Oh.
when he's singing the poster, that's
Yeah.
Dio.
Oh, phenomenal. Yes, Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny. Cheers to that.
I'm just run out of drink, but cheers.
Cheers. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's funny because I never used to like heavy metal at all. I never listened to it. I hated like the dark heaviness of it. And then I met my husband, he was my boyfriend at the time, obviously, and we were driving around
Who
in his
strikes
car.
me as, if you've never met this guy or don't know who he is, if you met him just on a one-off chance somewhere, you wouldn't think this guy listens to heavy metal music.
Probably wouldn't. And we were driving around in his car listening to Iron Maiden, because Iron Maiden was his favorite heavy metal band. He doesn't like their newer stuff as much. He's more of an older Maiden. But what happened was there was one particular song on that set that caught my attention, and it was Out of the Silent Planet, which is actually based on a novel. And I learned later that a lot of heavy metal music is based on novels or has stories or whatever. And so finally I was like, I just want to listen to that song because I want to like hear it, not just fragmented. And then soon enough I was listening to the whole album, and then we were going to Vancouver and seeing the Book of Souls live tours. So like that was like my gateway.
I have a question. I have a question for Festos and Zero, because this is something that my husband and I have discussed. Do you guys listen to / hear and understand lyrics of songs? Like the first couple of times that you listen to them? Because my husband doesn't know lyrics. He knows the music, but he doesn't get the lyrics.
My husband's the same. He doesn't even
That's what I'm
listen
saying.
to
I'm wondering if it's like a female male thing.
He totally is listening for the guitar and he's listening to the mechanics.
He gets
of music.
the music part, but not the lyric songs.
Yeah, for me, I need to like the lyrics or I won't like the song.
Right. The lyrics are 90% of the joy for me, right? I don't want to say 90%, maybe a little less than that, but it's good 60% maybe though. Yeah.
It's not 50-50, but it's
right. The music has to be good, obviously, to pull you into the lyrics, but like the lyrics for me are half the battle. Like that's
so interesting.
If I love the lyrics.
No idea that was
I think it's a thing. I think that some guys just don't like. I think or it might be not necessarily men and women. It might be like a left brain right brain thing, like the whole creative personality versus like analytical personality.
But no, I've definitely
because music is all math, so that would make sense.
I've definitely had that same conversation with my husband, where because he talks about the songs that he likes and the reasons why he likes them, and like he doesn't even pay attention to the lyrics.
Right. Well, and my husband conversely, he hears me singing songs and he's like, I don't even know the words to this song. And I'm like, oh well, you should, because I'm judgmental like that.
I feel like I must have terraformed this world at some point.
Yeah. So you're a little of both person, Zero, then. Yeah. Yeah, it must depend on, I really think it's that whole, it necessarily not men and women, but creativity versus like mathematical certainty thing. I think that's probably what it is. I don't know. I think it's interesting though because I always know the words to like millions of songs, and my husband is like,
Yeah, but your husband knows like the year that every song
So
came
my
out.
husband
It's
knows like all of the
insane.
artists and the years that the songs were released. He's a really like encyclopedic. We used to play every now and then he'll just be like, "Who's the artist?" or "What's the year?" and I'll just be like,
He offers you, what happens actually is he offers you points and you go insane because you don't know the answer.
because you don't know the answer, or you can think, or the answer is right at the tip of your tongue, but once he puts the pressure on you, it's like gone. You can't remember what it is. That's what happens to me a lot.
I feel particularly proud of myself because at one point we were at your place and we were listening to the music that you always have on in the background, and the song "One Night in Bangkok" came on by Murray Head.
He loves
and I
that
made
you
a
love
comment.
that song.
I know I made a comment like within the first few bars because I instantly recognized that song, and he was ultra impressed that I knew the song.
Right,
and,
because that song
like,
has a really
everything.
awkward beginning, right? Like it's a weird like thing
Well,
in the beginning.
And weirdly, not a lot of people seem to actually know like
No, because the radio
origin of
edit
that
doesn't
song.
have that.
Yeah.
So it's
So I
it's-
was-
yeah.
I'm still weirdly ultra proud of that because I was like, heck yeah, I love this song.
Oh. So we're heavily based in music over here. That's what we do. We love music, everything, all of the music, all of the time. Which is
Well, I
why
may
it's
as well-
killing me that I'm not getting any of my my Stellaris noise is not happening right now.
Sending my fleet over to. I don't know if I'll kill the Ether Drake tonight, but I'm sending my fleet in that direction.
Oh, apparently I don't have a ship over here. That's what I gotta do. All right, so you're gonna move over here and start doing these, and somebody else is gonna start building gateways. It's gonna be you. Gateways.
It's gonna be my. Sorry. But
Ooh, a level 23 Alpine world. Oh, we can't tear one, but we're still in the plus. Look at this. We recovered everything. I'm the queen of this game.
what just
Hardly.
happened? What just happened on your screen? I'm so confused.
Nothing actually happened on my screen. I've been in the negative of energy credits for the last like hour, but now they're in the positive again because I ignore them. I don't even bother like worrying about it. I ignore them until I get them right again. Oh, console. Is this game on console? I don't even know. I am so sorry,
Gosh.
Razor.
What was on 1.7? This game has gone through so many iterations that I don't really remember like when they jumped.
I didn't
I
even know it
think-
was on console.
I think archaeology will be possibly new to you. I don't think they've done any major. Obviously, the Galactic Senate thing will be new.
Yeah, that's
it's
not-
pretty
yeah.
simple. It's pretty straightforward though. You get your diplomatic power. Your
A
version
year
about a year
ago.
ago. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so archaeology will be new, which is super fun and super easy. So as
Is
you explore the
archaeology even
galaxy,
that old?
I think so. Well, I don't think it's a year old. I think it's newer.
Yeah, so you might not have
Um,
archaeology yet. You're believing up to it. Archaeology is just like little research options you get around the area. Let me look.
They're like
This
little,
kind of thing
they're like
here.
little events that pop up on planets, and you send a science ship, and they do. That's really
Do
easy.
extra work.
If you're in, I mean, you've got to have the system where you expand your
What was
orders.
the one that changed the little stations that you build above the planets, the habitats? There was one of those that changed those right before the archaeology thing. The habitats changed, I thought.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Uh,
I think that the last big update that changed like the way the whole game works was when they changed the way the borders worked, which was when they made hyperlanes the only way that you can travel, and you had to start building star bases to expand your borders. If you're in that territory, there's actually no really super major changes. Oh, the planet, if you haven't
Oh
got
yeah, the planet interface in general.
the planet, how old is the new planet
I
interface?
have no
That was
idea. Like that's the whole problem here.
that was the other big change. But if you've got the new planetary interface and if you've got the border change, it's not that different. Is 2.0 when they did the
The
planet change?
planet
Because
thing?
that's going to
Yeah,
be.
okay.
So, the thing with planets in the new interface is that it's initially kind of confusing to find all of the resources where they are because they've changed all of the locations of everything. I don't know if Flutter can bring it up on her screen and kind of show you what
You're
it
talking
looks
about
like.
which resources? Like the districts or the
No, just like so the planet production where all of your stuff comes in. They have added the job thing is a little hard to get used to because you have to use the plus and minuses to move your pops around. It's not like before where you would just drag and drop. I guess you can drag and drop, but I never do because it's a pain in the butt.
yeah, you
It's
gotta
not
like increase the job priorities or decrease them to get them to move around to different
the
places.
buildings are all based on like you get the same amount of buildings for every planet. Everything's based on population, so you can have a really small planet that has really a large population if you can balance the crime and the amenities and keep everybody going with that sort of thing. I do remember the new planetary interface being super
Yeah, it was an
hard.
adjustment when it came around. I remember that too, and I'm not even like a psycho about this game like some people are. Your husband is worse than you are, though.
Well, no, my husband just really understands strategy games really well, and knows how to sort of max min them. But yeah, the planetary interface does take some getting used to if you haven't seen it before. Basically, just in the early stages, make sure you have enough housing and enough jobs until you sort of get yourself off the ground, and then you can go in and fine tune what resources you want your planets to be doing, and you can have planets that do specific things, or you can mix and match depending on. I usually have like my planets do like one or two things. Like I have a science planet that does a bunch of science, and I have a planet that does a bunch of agriculture, and I have a
Right.
planet that does.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Like you can see in my planets, I've got all of my chemical plants on one planet and my refineries on another. Like this is how I run things. But like I've got hive worlds in this update, which isn't going to be for a while for you yet, probably, right? Because that is the newest like update.
Well, if they're going straight to 2.2, they'll have everything that we have now
Right.
once they update.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but that's what we tend to how we work on these things. I mean, it depends on your planets and all that stuff, what you get in the beginning. Hello, Mild. Welcome back.
I agree.
Marshmallow production. Yes.
You should definitely have more marshmallows.
Planets. Agreed. Thanks for the follow, Razor. I
Also,
don't
if
have my
you're-
little thing that like notifies people that people follow me yet. I apologize for that. I'm still trying to figure out how all this stuff works. So
If you're looking into new expansions, the Origins one is definitely worth it to get the different starts.
yeah,
Hands down, because it makes each game
it's so
a
much
little
fun.
bit different. Case in point, I'm playing the Shattered Ring Worlds start.
Where is it? Hold
In
on. Which
this
one is it
game,
called? Which is your beginning
It's
place?
Crack. So it's
Crack.
Crack.
I'll show them.
I've actually finished the Ring World as well, so
Here we are.
finished it now.
This is her Shattered Ring World. She has finished what she can of it. These are her people. They are lithoids. They also come with this new update.
No, the lithoids are separate.
Oh, no,
You
they're a
buy
separate
them-
pack.
They're a separate DLC. Unfortunately, because I really like them, they're super cool looking. But
More marshmallows. I agree with you, Jackalope. I'm with you.
all the marshmallows all the time.
marshmallows.
Oh yeah,
So-
my ship is ready to. Do you want me to kill the ether drake?
Are you going? All
I
right, where is
can.
it? Where is it? There it is. I see it. Go do the thing.
I killed Shard, so I'm assuming I
Yeah,
should be
you
able.
can definitely get the Ether Jake if you did Shard. This is the Ether Jake right here, just hanging out by the sun.
I think this is the one that gives you eggs, maybe? Question mark. I don't know.
It might. Sometimes I think it does. I don't think it's all the time necessarily, but. And here she comes. They're gonna have a war. She's gonna beat the crap out of it. Look at it open its mouth and just fire shit at you.
I know it's just like waves of crap coming out of it. It's looking huge. Look at all these beams just
Look
flying
at that.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That's my my Titan that's shooting that giant beam
The
there.
big fat one that comes through.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. See, I don't usually build my army enough to do these things, so it's fun to actually kill something for once.
And watch as it like
He
dissolves. It like becomes a. That's cool. Yay!
Ooh, I got an
Beat
Ether
the
Drake
Ether
trophy.
You got one?
Yeah, and I can add a Dragon Slayer monument to Praku Central.
Yes. All right, it is 12:30, so
Ooh, I get 10% monthly unity.
all of the things.
And I can turn it on to get to, I have a ton of freaking relics now. Holy crap.
I know you have a crap ton of relics. You got really lucky over there.
I did. I never usually have more than one, so this is like a first. Gotta send a science ship over there.
Are we going to do our pause and
Yes, let me just send someone over to survey the ship the planet that
the planets, the system?
Ether Drake is on. And I have posed. We like to take an extra minute and set up the game so that when we flail around next week with no idea what we were doing,
Which is
everything
always a thing.
continues.
When you play this game and you play 1 week at a time, 1 day, and then you skip a week and then everything in your life happens. And then you come back to the game and you're like, what the hell was I doing? I don't remember any of this.
I did murder the Nightmare Space Squid. Oh, but look at it this way. Now there's more marshmallows for the rest of us because that thing was eating a lot of marshmallows. And now I can have them.
I'm opposing the military sanctions thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Are they
look at my
like
planets
proposing
and
that
even
again?
They did. They really want that one, but we're not doing it because we're going to whoop their
Hang
ass
on, I
at
have
some
some
point.
influence, so I might actually suggest something.
Okay.
No, we probably don't want that. See, everything's sanctions. I don't like the sanctions.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the sanction thing. Like, I am not so much into those kinds of nitty-gritty details. I'll just take over the galaxy. Thank you very much. I don't need to have galactic councils and stuff to tell me what's going on. That's a new update with this one, so.
I feel like the problem is we've turned on all the things we actually care about, and the rest of it is like, eh.
Right. Yeah, this is a very also, Mild Jackalope and Razor. This is a very kind of confined game. We have making all the rules so that there's like no NPCs and I mean, obviously we have a couple of NPCs that have popped up, but there's not really a whole lot that can fuck with us in this galaxy. And so we just like to take everything over and do the L gates And, you know.
Yeah, this is like a super ultra chill kind
Yeah,
of
because we take this time
game.
every week. We've been doing this for a while now, taking this time every week just to chat with each other about daily life stuff. And so we kind of play the game on the side, really. But so we make it really easy for ourselves to deal with.
Indeed, because we just kind of.
Because we just like doing the things, defeating the big bads in the galaxy and spreading ourselves out and taking over everything. I mean, come on. How can you not like that? So I
Yeah.
think I am pretty much ready to do a save. So whenever you are.
I am just going over my bajillion D planets here to make sure that they won't all need jobs when I come back. And I
Yeah.
won't be flailing around trying to give that to them. Where's my other
The
generator?
great thing is that I terraformed like a half a dozen planets tonight, and I don't remember where any of them are. And so it'll
Good
be like
job.
fun discovering the little planets that I terraformed so that I can colonize them next game. So I'll have at least 2 or 3 different colonies coming up next game. Books, RPGs, and boys. That's right. That's exactly what it is, Zero. Books, RPGs, and boys. That's pretty much what we talk about on a daily.
And really, that's kind of all you need in your life,
Right.
really.
Honestly, like if you if you want to survive in this world,
We'll add
for
we'll add
us.
booze on we'll add booze onto there. Books,
Oh, and the
RPGs,
booze,
boys,
the
and
booze. You got
booze.
to have the booze,
Yeah.
right? This the booze.
But aside from that, like,
Yeah.
yes, I think all of my things are thinging, so I am ready to
All
go.
right. Cool. So I'm saving it now. Girls' night. Agreed. And exiting to my menu. All right. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for coming along tonight. We are going to turn it in for the evening, but we'll be back next week with this very same game and continuation of Stellaris.
And just chatting
And
more.
chatting,
So.
yeah. So come along again if you want more information about this game and how we play it. We'll definitely help you out any way we possibly can with whatever knowledge we've accumulated. But yeah, so this is our weekly thing on Thursday nights. Please do come along. Tomorrow night, I'll be playing, I think Stardew Valley is the new thing now because I want to date all the people and get the best evaluation from Grandpa. So
Elliot is the best. To write your book in 90 days.
she's an author.
Before we
She's an
go,
author. Go and check her
Before we
out.
go, for anyone who missed it earlier, I plugged a couple times tonight, but my name is Megan Cutler. I'm an author. I write science fiction and fantasy novels. You can find me on Amazon. The 2 series I have out right now are Island of Lost Forevers, which is a fantasy series involving a magical island that appears out of nowhere off the coast of San Francisco, and a sort of magical girl mythology-based space opera called Eternity's Empire, which
Which,
starts
if
with
you
the light of
love
eternity.
mythology, this girl, she does her research on the mythology stuff so well that I'm just,
Research on
I
it.
consider myself a pretty big mythology fan. And she pulls things out that I'm like, what is the, and it's like some crazy, like little detail about some mythology that it's crazy.
a
Read the
lot,
books, guys.
a lot of research, but it's totally worth it. And I do have coming up next month, I'll obviously talk about this more as it comes up, but I have a high fantasy reimagining of Dante's Inferno coming up called Dreamers Do Lie,
Do
coming out in
Lie.
June. I'm in touch with the cover artist about getting the cover. It's like the last detail that I have to do. So if you're interested in learning more about my work, my website is megancutler.net, megancutler.net. I post freebies every other Monday. You can read on there. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you can get a free science fiction novella called Paradox Syndrome, which involves obviously time travel. So that's me. I'm on
It's really
Twitter.
great.
I'm on Twitter, Megan_Cutler, and I'm on Facebook as Megan Cutler
Dip
Author.
your toes in.
So yeah, dip your toes in, and if you like it, stick around.
Yeah, absolutely. I am also on Facebook and stuff. You can find my links on my Twitter, on my Twitch info page thing. I don't do a whole lot of social media. I'm trying to kind of get into that stuff a little bit. I'm not really good at it yet. But I'm here 5 nights a week. I think I've been streaming, or 5 days a week at least. So yeah, please, do come by again. You need to follow the SM.
Social media. So
the social media stuff.
She is
yeah.
on Twitter as I believe.
I am, but I can't promise anything interesting is gonna pop up. I have a picture from like old school that I want to put up sometime, but like I don't know when I'm gonna do it. Anyway, so please do follow me and come along and watch my streams. Like I said earlier, thank you, Razor, for the follow, and thank everybody for coming and watching the stream tonight. We really appreciate it. Have a good night,
And we hope to see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.